and I have never felt more connected to the spirit of my grandfather who worked in a factory when he got to Canada. And it was wild. My thumbs are really sore because it was just like picking papers and throwing them into boxes to pack them for schools. But like it was just this fun atmosphere. We were like dancing as we like did the papers on the production line.
Isn't
But
acting
like
manual labor?
it was acting is
No, we have
different.
stunt people to do the actual work. We just sit there and
I mean,
we
not in
look
the low
pretty
budget indie
and
world.
say things in a clever way. But when you have to do anything physical, they Photoshop my head onto someone else. And somebody with abs, preferably, and then they do the actual hard work.
We are live, by the way.
Maybe
hi, everybody.
For you, Mark. For me, it's the low budget indie thing where it's like, okay, we need you to. One time, there was a fight scene in a moving car where I was in through the windows, so there's no way I could have a seatbelt on as the car rammed into a tree. And I was like, this does not sound safe. And the director was like, well, I'm going to be shooting through the skylight with my camera, so you're not as dangerous as me.
That's
I was like, all right. So I did. And, you know, I got some scratches from the window, but I didn't die.
I was asked to be in some short film 2 weeks ago to play a bounty hunter. It was non-union, but they would have, it was for a 48-hour film festival. I declined, but the person who ended up taking it was playing the bounty hunter, and they did some knife work, and they didn't have a stunt coordinator, and he got stabbed. And then they called me halfway through, and they said, "Hey, Mark, can you come down and shoot it? We stabbed our bounty hunter. We're not going to do the knife stuff now, though." And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Jesus. That is terrible. Yeah. Like, hey, Mark, can you come sub in for our actor who we just knifed on set?
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I know I've also done stage combat before, and the guys are like, there was no coordinator, no stunt person. The guy just started hitting me in rehearsal, and I said, "You're not supposed to actually hit me." Like, he started like hitting me in the face. I'm like, "Yeah, it's called acting, you rubes." So anyway,
that's hilarious.
So this is me being the elitist actor for our wonderful audience. I might as well.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Alpha, the other member of our party. And we're going to be picking up shortly.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, if you guys have the chance tonight, go to Art of the Roll because we are playing live D&D.
That's right.
Guys,
I believe.
That's awesome. If you want to see everybody and get the whole conversation, definitely jump on.
Yeah, we're fun. Yeah. Do what she tells you.
We're okay.
Believe them.
I mean.
Trying to see. I'm being told that we actually got some subscribers, but they're not showing up anywhere for me.
Oh, I don't think they will. So they'll show up on your on like the Twitch dashboard. The Twitch dashboard they'll show up.
Oh, really?
I've never been able to find them on the actual app.
The dashboard.
What is up? Mark, wait.
Oh, there it is.
Mark, are those books or records in the background?
Over there, where I'm pointing at right here, that's all vinyl records, mostly stuff from the 70s and 80s, which was the heyday of vinyl for sure. Yeah, lots of Pink Floyd, lots of Stones, lots of Zappa, some ABBA. Rock and roll is basically my jam. I like old 70s rock and roll music. Some Beatles, of course.
Crafty is correct. Old school.
Mm-hmm.
Zenekobe, Paul loves your vampire look. It is good.
We got Alpha.
Alpha, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You are looking.
Not a lot of time between me finishing work and starting the stream, so sorry.
By the way, we have three subscribers now. Gotham's Assassin. I feel like I should know who that is.
Yeah, he's been in our stream since day one.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who that is. It's someone I work with, I think. Or no, that's your person? No, that's your person.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. We talk all the way.
Oh, that's weird. I thought we had one
Okay.
We also
Sorry
have
about that.
Crafty One, who is the originator of Tricky Bastard. That's where I got the idea for him from.
The OG
And then,
Tricky.
Yeah.
Thank
Crafty, we owe you so much.
And then we have Archean Angel. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, but I know who that is. That's someone I work with. Hey, Gabe.
Gabe?
Gabe. You can call him Gabe.
Nice.
Or Gab. Or Gerb.
Gerb?
One of those will work. So thanks everybody who subscribed. Anyways,
you guys.
We should go ahead and start if you guys are ready.
You guys are ready?
Yes. I believe so.
I absolutely am ready.
Awesome. Then, welcome to the session 5 of Art of the Roll. We still have a sponsor, I suppose, Game Night in South Florida, who you can go play games there, do cabinet games there. You can drink. They're actually just broke ground, I believe, to open up a whole the place to them next door. They just bought it and they're tearing down the wall and expanding into that huge area. So just FYI, me and my friends locally in Florida will probably be going there sometimes ourselves to maybe go play D&D in the new area, in the new room there. But
so are they right now and not able to stream us? Or?
Well, they still have their one side open. I think it's just the other side that's currently under construction, but I could be wrong. I'd have to go find out. But I'm going to go and play the commercial anyways, because they're great people.
Yummy.
Adventurous.
Yay.
Funny, amazing.
Looks like a really great time.
It probably is.
Probably is.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we have our shareholders meeting in South Florida in summer of 2022, all 5 of us should go to game night and just close the place. Really, is my feeling.
Totally.
Just close it. We should just go there, bring trees, and say, "Okay, guys, good night."
Yeah.
Walk everyone
That
in.
too, yeah.
Only
But
fans
close
of
it, I mean, stay until they kick us out is what I mean.
Only fans of the channel can come in at that day.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Let's just book a bar. I'm into
There'll
it.
probably be too many. I mean, like a million people try getting in, but also we
Yeah,
have
probably. At least.
And that's just the first hour. But also we have just a reminder, if you go to on Patreon, if you look up tabletop RPG music, you can find all of the music that we use. It's by a guy named Ian. He does live streaming of his composing of it and all that kind of cool stuff. So check him out too. And I believe that is it. One other thing. If you're interested in the actors you see here, you can go check out their links. I'm going to put them in the chat right now. But yeah, you should go check them out because they are all professionals, supposedly.
Well.
Except Greyhide. He always forgets to turn his camera on.
I can confirm nor deny.
Yeah, what a professional. Wow. Wow, Greyhide.
All right. Alrighty. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to play the intro. You know, after seeing that commercial, I just want to say something. Did we publish that to our Instagram yet? Where that whole intro came from?
No.
We should.
The actual video of us being defeated by the stairs is not yet on Instagram.
Okay, that'll be out there soon. If you're curious where that intro comes from, it's from a specific time when the final boss was in fact stairs.
You can watch the first episode. That'll do it.
We got defeated by stairs. Very many.
Trounced. I mean, I personally was able to defeat the staircase.
That's true.
You know, we can't all have high dexterity.
Did you defeat it, or did you just bypass it? Did you leave it for your other team members?
Walk up the stairs, or?
That's a fair point. I mean, I did walk up the stairs. I didn't realize that was such an issue.
He is more than dexterous. He is nimble, I would say. That
he did defeat
nimble.
the door.
Nimble.
If you remember.
I like that.
He's a
He
nimble.
did defeat the door. I believe I.
And I am somewhat of a lummox when it comes to stairs. I trudge up them, and we all saw what happened. I destroyed the stairs, and the stairs almost killed me.
When you're first level adventurers, these are the challenges you face: stairs, doors, etc.
Now we've graduated to
stairs and doors.
To, mind flayers and brain puppies and the like.
Yeah.
No, stairs.
And tricky bastards. You've graduated to that too.
We made short work of tricky bastard.
ROP tricky. Oh, look at his feathers hanging from the axe.
He is no more, but we keep some feathers in memory of our friend Tricky Bastard.
All
right. Anywho, so last time on Dragon Ball's Art of the Roll, we got, where did we start at? We started at
we woke up at our hotel.
That's right. You woke up at the estate, and some people were more haunted by their dreams than others. You found that Zenikobi was busy inside the library tinkering with something. You eventually went and got the deed signed, finding out that Zenikobi had in fact already signed it before you got there. And then naturally you tried looking for some work. You heard about some scarecrows, and then you talked to a Jalister Silvermane, I believe his name is, who told you about a mercenary. A mercenary, an evil dude that snuck his way into the city. He was previously exiled. After searching for him a bit, and
was working with our old enemies, the Xanathar.
Yeah, working with Xanathar. Good point. And then after searching for a while, you did find out where he was. But during that search, you had to break up. And at that point, Alpha, through some deception, got whisked away somewhere onto a pocket plane. I think the guy who was there actually said it was a pocket plane, which I don't think so. I don't think that's spoiling anything. But there, after a talk, you found out, only Alpha found out that her previous capture found her. And as far as backstory goes, that's probably all that was divulged. But that he was trying to force her to find Daggert Neverember's gold for some reason of his own, possibly something to do with Fae, which is maybe you don't know. Alpha would know that's a city out to the west. Then after that got resolved, you three eventually found the evil mercenary. After trying to deceive him, Tricky Bastard knew you. He was there and recognized you, and they started attacking you. But while they were being distracted, the rest of you went in and picked the lock on the front door, and you ran in and you took care of business. Tricky Bastard no longer is with us anymore, unless there's a necromancer around. And Greyhide, after being 1 point from dying, gave a beautiful soliloquy while he was trying to shove off the potions they were trying to pour in his mouth so he could finish the soliloquy. But eventually got his...
worth the risk.
Yeah, eventually got his potion, and you have the guy tied up. He was tied up by, I believe, Alpha. And I believe that's where we left off. You are still in the dock ward with that tied up individual. It is about 4 a.m. in the night.
So we have... So what shall we do? Shall we now return to the tavern to give this guy to what's his name? Silvermane?
Silvermane.
Yes.
Or should we bring him back to the estate and get a good night's sleep and keep him bound?
You would know that it's probably unlikely he's there. It might not even. You're not even sure, but the Yawning Portal might not even be open at this hour.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think maybe we can take him back with us, and we can get Zenikobi up to speed, and maybe I don't know, till we can get him back. Maybe we can get some information of our own.
Unless we could use some sort of bat signal to summon Zenikobi, but maybe it's better just to go visit her.
Do you know?
It's 4 in the morning. We probably should just.
I'll respond to a bat signal.
That's so
Zenikobi, like it would be a Z.
It's because bats have pointy ears. He's going at that thing again.
Yes.
No, Alpha, that's wonderful because he's been working with his
Is that a
Zenithar.
racial slur towards elves?
What?
Maybe.
Wow.
The old bat comparison. They used to, yes, used to
I
compare you to
mean,
bats
they
when you were children.
do have the ears for the elves and bats both have the pointy thing going on.
So this
you
guy,
know?
he's still unconscious, right?
Bat?
Yep.
He is unconscious and
Okay.
bound.
He's unconscious.
yes.
No, Alpha's right because he's been working with the Zenithar, and now that we can no longer question poor dear old tricky bastard, we should probably take him and try to get some answers. That's a good idea.
I agree.
Okay, you
And we
guys.
haven't slept in a while.
So maybe we should carry him because he's unconscious. So
Yes,
let's start moving.
I'll
I see
carry
what
him.
you're saying.
I'm feeling a little better.
Are you
But I do
feeling
need a
better?
good night's sleep. I need to, I do need to replenish. Take a long rest, so to speak.
Ugh, what is...
Okay, we'll take when we get to the house. We'll just take turns watching him.
All right. To
Alright,
speed things
fine.
up a little bit, you make it back to the manor without much issue. You may have been stopped by the guards at one point asking why you're dragging a guy, but once you explain why, they're actually pretty lenient. Once you name drop Jalister Silvermane,
Yes,
the
but don't worry,
you're
we're
able to
working
make
for
it
the Club of Lords. Have you heard of them? They play bingo on Thursdays, yes.
No, we went through all this already. We're at the house now. Sorry.
No, Fitz is going.
Oh.
Remember when I told him this thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was so charming. Are we going to drag this thing up the stairs, or can we just leave
We're
him in the
talking
bar?
Yeah.
We,
Hey, you guys
we
wanna
could
see
put him in the
something?
cellar, possibly, where with all the barrels.
Let's put him
and
in the cellar so he doesn't need to see so much of our house. And
You want to see what I worked on this
weekend?
weekend, by the way? Check this out.
Yes,
stuff. I
Yes.
obviously.
Boop. Yeah.
Oh, it's a
This-
house! Oh, it's
this works.
lovely!
You built a home.
Yeah.
How fantastic.
Holy, that's our house.
do. We own that
Is
now.
it gingerbread?
Is it gingerbread? I hope
Yes.
not.
I love some gingerbread.
Oh my
Eat
goodness.
it.
And you can see us on the different floors. That's fantastic.
Yep. It's not quite done yet,
Nice.
but it's getting there.
Job.
Yes, it's missing
For
part of the
everyone
roof.
watching?
We do need
Living
it.
at home.
Yeah, that's Trollskull Manor,
That's
as it's called right
amazing.
now.
Imagine if Alpha actually turned down the deed to this property, and then our wonderful DM had already gone through the trouble of 3D printing this, for months.
didn't
and you're like,
start
no,
until
we
after
took the
that.
gold instead.
I believe he said this the work he did this weekend.
Oh, it's been a couple
I
weekends,
have.
but either way, it was after you already met Liv.
So, are we going to drag him up the stairs, or should we just call Zanakobi and what are we doing?
You do have some, as far as
I
keeping
agree
him.
with Greyhide.
Yeah. Uh-oh, who left?
Zanakobi's not here yet. She's still upstairs.
I think we should go get Zenakobi immediately, though. And just first things first, we need to get her up to speed on everything that's been
She's
going on.
it's 4 in the
especially-
morning.
Yeah, she might be asleep.
She's
Does
an elf.
does
Elves
she
don't sleep.
I don't know. I mean, she looked like she was working pretty hard. I think she's still working on a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
stay
how-
with
how-
this guy. Let's go put him in the hole in the kitchen's hole.
Okay, the basement. That's what I was gonna say. You do have a basement, and then you have like 4
Yeah.
or 5 floors.
We're gonna
Yeah.
put him there, and I'm gonna stay with him, and you guys can go get her.
All right.
Well,
comfortable with this
maybe
Alpha?
we should
You-
just take a nap right now because Zenakobi, she seems to be, indisposed at the moment. So maybe taking a nap.
Well, I'm
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so you take a quick look, and
I'll leave it.
Zinakobi is actually sleeping right now. And then you decide not to wake her up for now.
She looks
I'm
so
just
peaceful.
not gonna
so
sleep. I'm
peaceful
gonna
when she's
watch her.
sleeping.
Okay. Well, that's lovely. I'm tempted to just go for a little kip. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I need a long rest to replenish my spells.
Alpha,
and stuff.
you woke up in a garbage pile today. I don't know what's wrong with you, but are you
Guys,
sure
I'm
you
not losing this guy. I'm not
Right,
losing
do you
this
want-
guy.
Do you want me to
so
take
let's
first
just
watch?
take
I'm
turns.
just saying. Do you want me to take
I'm
first
okay.
watch? You were
Go
acting
take your
very.
little kip.
I need a kip.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go. I'm going to
Try
go
and
upstairs and go to sleep.
All right.
Okay.
Night, Fitz.
Are you all taking watches, or are you just saying I'm gonna go sleep? Good luck, Alpha.
Well, yes, Alpha. Just when you get a little tired, just I don't know, call up the stairs. Send lift to wake me. Oh, can I roll a perception to see if Liff is around?
Liff is not my pet. He's a specter that lives in our house.
Yeah, roll perception.
Try to seduce him. He might.
He's our friend. He's a nice fellow. I mean, I'm not saying he responded well to my attempted seduction, but he's still a nice ghost.
When he sleeps, he repeats, "Kill all humans. Kill all humans." No, not really.
Right.
That's Bender. Futurama.
I remember Bender.
All right, I'm not so sure about this Leaf guy.
Are you looking? Did you roll perception?
Oh, what's that? Did I forget to open D&D Beyond? No, of course not. I just rolled perception 14.
I'm gonna open D&D Beyond as well. So.
Okay. You look around. You say Liff a few times. You look around. It takes you a second. And you realize you just see his nose and eyes sticking through the wall.
That's very
or actually, you're probably in the basement talking about this, so you see it sticking through the ceiling. His nose and eyes just watching.
Oh, hello, Liff. As part of getting money for the renovations to turn this place back into a tavern, we have abducted a mercenary who we are ransoming, and he's just gonna stay the night. But can you just keep an ear out for Alpha and come and wake me up if she gets tired?
You smell something musky all of a sudden. You with that 14, and you look down, and the mercenary on the ground has like this stone white face with big eyes, and he seems to have soiled himself, and he's looking at Liff.
Oh, you're awake. Welcome, Crookshank. What's your name again?
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's our tavern friend. He's helping us remodel the place. So we would like to ask some questions, wouldn't we? Nice to meet you, mercenary. You've got quite a tough hide, don't you?
I guess he's at 1 hit point on the ground, scared by a ghost, soiled himself, and said, yeah.
Real tough. Very impressive.
Yeah, I'll show you tough if you undo my binds. And it just seems almost like it's a subconscious reaction from him. He's not even like paying attention to you. It's just a subconscious reaction to insult back.
Cute. Well, listen, would you like us to sick the ghost on you, or are you going to tell us what you know about the Zenithar? That's right. Fitz can play bad cop. I can do it.
I think he's
harsh.
Roll an intimidation with advantage.
Ooh.
Roll twice, take the higher, because the situation is pretty intimidating to him.
As it happens, I've got a 20, and I lean in and I say, "Do you see that ghost? Do you want him to peek through your intestines, or are you going to tell us about the Zenithar?"
He's good.
Zenithar, that I was in communication. They apparently a local, what do they call it? A local chieftain in the sewers in that area had been taken out recently. They were looking for a replacement.
Do you know anything about...
what does Silvermane want with you?
Silvermane, that asshole, he's the one. I remember him.
What do you...
He's the one what?
I wasn't doing anything bad. I was just selling some drugs. And then, yeah, sometimes people get murdered, but you know how it is. And that asshole, he actually got me exiled from the city.
What kind of drugs?
He describes a certain type of narcotic that basically you sniff it and it gives you hallucinations, and it gives you a big downer afterward.
Oh, do you know, I think I tried that once.
We'll call it Shrek.
Shrek. Oh!
Oh, Fitz, don't tell me you're a Shrek head.
I'm not a Shrek head. I've only done it a couple times recreationally.
Shrek is whack. You got to stay away from that stuff, man. If you need to talk or you're feeling low, talk to me, Greyhide, or no, Alpha might make you feel more depressed. But you can talk to me anyway.
Thank you, Greyhide.
What do you know about? Do you know anything about the Red Wizard? that they're all talking about?
Red Wizard. Why you keep talking about this Red Wizard?
I don't know anything about no Red Wizard.
Do you know anything about the mind flayers and brain puppies that the Xanathar seem to be allegiance with?
Good question.
Yeah. The Kinkus have been directly communicating between some Nihilor and me.
Nihilor? What's a Nihilor?
Weird voice. Probably monster of some sort.
Oh, I wonder if that's a mind flayer fellow.
The Grumshock, the half-orc, did call that mind flayer Nihilor.
Oh, that's what the yes. Interesting.
So, I'm just gonna say, I want to roll an insight. I feel he's hiding something because, I don't know, Silvermane wanted this guy dead. It's probably a little bit more than some drugs. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Well, you did hear him say that some people got killed.
See if he's kind of hiding something.
You can always roll insight.
She always does, too.
Insight. Just so everybody knows, Xenokobi's having some connection issues. It's the problem with playing D&D online sometimes. 16. Yeah, when he was going over why he was exiled from the city, there was definitely a little, how do you say, he underplayed the murders that he did.
Who'd you kill, Arcos? Because if Silvermane wants you dead, then it's probably not just about the drugs. You probably hit up someone pretty important.
Well, sometimes.
What are you not telling us?
Sometimes people don't pay. And when they don't pay, you gotta take care of it. Can we get that ghost out of the way? It's freaking me out.
Oh, don't worry.
Who didn't pay?
I don't know his name.
Who didn't pay, Harkos?
I don't know his name. Some half-elf, just blonde hair, kind of stubby. He didn't look so rich. Gave him a loan on some frack, and he never paid up.
You got any Shrek on you right now? I mean, I've never tried this stuff before. I'm a little curious.
That's a wonderful idea.
Oh, look, we've woken up Xenokobi. Sorry, we were questioning this guy down here.
You wake up, Xenokobi.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I already explained that you're having some connection issues, so you might be in and out. But
thank you.
You wake up to some noise of some interrogation going down in the basement of Trollskull Manor. You kind of hear it going on of some voices get a little loud sometimes, like, I don't believe you, what are you doing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they're playing good cop, bad cop, and I'm playing sleepy cop, basically. So I'm just, I'm ready to go to sleep or take some Shrek.
It's close to morning.
I'm just playing cop.
Yeah, it's close to morning, and you can head down there if you want, Xenokobi, but it's up to you.
Well, good morning. And what in God's name are you guys yelling about?
So when you go down into the basement, you see those three surrounding a guy who's tied up on the ground in his own piss, looking up at the ghost that you now see Liff, the ghost, with his head sticking through the ceiling a bit, just showing his nose and eyes so he can see what's going on. And you actually see the rest of Liff, like on the top floor, like bending over with his head sticking through the floor, watching.
So Greyhide was just asking a prisoner if he has any Shrek, which I think is a brilliant idea. Do you, by the way?
I don't deal in Shrek no more.
This guy we picked up on a job. We'll catch you up to speed in a bit, but we just found out that he killed some half-elf somewhere. So.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
Only half.
And
the other half is human. So.
Thought that'd be interesting to you.
It wasn't a racially motivated crime. It was for drugs. By the way,
that makes it so much better. You know what? Let me go chop off my own ear for drugs. Thank you very much. It's not killing someone.
No, he did kill them. He didn't just chop off theirs. He did actually kill them.
Well,
That's
it
fucked up.
doesn't
I
matter
wouldn't chop
because
off
he's
their
in
ears.
our custody and he's going to face justice, and justice has been served. So we don't. It's not for us to put him on trial. We are not his judge, jury, or executioner. I say we get a breakfast sandwich, have a little nap, maybe in reverse order, and then bring him to Greymane and collect our rewards. I'm tired of this. I'm still disgusted that he wouldn't join my
Good
theatrical
morning,
production.
Greyhound. Good morning.
I agree with that guy. Do they say anything different about using a Kobe when you come down, or do you come yourself? Oop, can you hear me?
I'm sorry?
Oh, did you bring anything with you when you
Yes.
went to the basement, or were you alone?
I just brought myself.
Okay.
Maybe I should.
Can I give Zenakobi my disgusting day-old breakfast sandwich that I have tucked in under my armor and was probably covered in blood now? Can I give that to her? It's like, I saved you a breakfast sandwich from yesterday. It might be a little stale, but it's probably good.
Yeah.
I will say though, ew, no, absolutely not. Disgusting.
All right. I'll finish it myself then. I'm kind of peckish.
I'm sure he
Marcus,
will.
so who do you work for?
I've been working tirelessly. What?
She's talking to the prisoner again.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the banter.
We do want to hear what you've been working on, though. By the way, we do want to hear that.
Oh yes.
Wouldn't you like to know? I'd like to know more about you, Fitzboy.
Yes, Alpha, you were asking him a question. Eh?
Yeah, I want to know who this guy works for.
I was gonna work for Xanathar, work for myself. I was gonna be the local boss.
Mm-hmm. So you were hiring for the fellow that we killed before you got here. Fancy that.
You're the one who killed him?
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, shit.
That's correct. I'm sorry for your luck. By the way, the half-elf you killed, he wasn't by any chance the owner of a tavern, was he?
Owner of how the hell would I know?
I don't know.
He didn't pay up. We broke his legs, broke his fingers, and then killed him.
This guy doesn't sound like any kind of criminal mastermind. He's just a minion or a thug, a low-level thug.
Well,
He's like a murderer and a big drug
Well, I
lord.
know something that can deal with him.
I say we lop off his limbs.
I don't really care. He's a job, so.
I want to ask one more question. Mr. Whatever his name is. What does his name, the mind flayer fellow,
Nihilor.
Nihilor, yeah, it is. What does Nihilor want?
Nihilor, what does he want?
Yes. What does he want? Why is he running the Xanathar? What do they want? Just brain puppy food? Like what are they after?
Brain puppy chow.
Brain puppy food.
I don't know what he wants. He has spies everywhere, from what I found out. He actually eats out. He uses his intellect powers, eats out the brains, and replaces them. Replaces the person, so they're walking around. They walk around like they're normal, but really they're little brain puppies, as you call it, infesting their mind.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. How can we tell? How can you tell if one of them is secretly a brain puppy?
How would I know?
I don't think this gentleman has any more information, guys.
I'm
just saying, I know Waterdeep scum, and this is Waterdeep scum. He doesn't have any valuable information.
You're gonna let me go then?
This is time that we could be spending hunting down breakfast sandwiches and the like.
And I rolled to murder him.
I mean,
yes.
Well, Alpha doesn't want to because we're not being paid enough.
Are you actually doing that?
Bloodline's not the one getting massacred by this abhorrent creature.
No, we need him alive. Because
our charge said that they prefer him dead. So I say we take him out now. I'm done with this
He starts squirming, trying to get his ropes off.
There's some more serious stuff going on than this little low-level guy.
Well, tell us
Let's not
about
attract
it. Please
attention to
enlighten
ourselves
us.
by killing him. Let's just get him to the guys and let them do the dirty work.
Well, let us help you, Alpha. Tell us about what happened to you while you disappeared. You've been evasive about it. If you need our help.
Before we talk about that, let's just make sure there's no listening ears in case he talks in the joint.
Good, let's kill him.
I'm going to draw my rapier, brandish it aggressively, and then...
Well, I have a better way. I've been working on it all night. I would like to introduce you to my very own creation. His name is Ben.
His name is what?
Ben.
Fen.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Fen.
Don't know if I can show Fen.
Where is he?
Exactly.
Where is this Fen news?
I could probably do that.
Oh,
maybe.
Amazing.
Is Fen like...
Let's just say he has a couple of special gifts.
I like the sounds of this. I like him already, this Fen. I haven't seen him. I don't know anything about him, but I like him.
You hear this mechanical noise, like coming down, following behind Zinakovi.
Some kind of artifact.
And you see a this dragon, bronze dragon-looking thing. It's not too big. I mean, it's only like a foot long, but it's flying there in the air.
You made a droid. A droid. I love it.
Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
A dragon.
Hello, Fenny. Hello, Fenny boy. What does he like? What does he like to eat? Does he play? What does he play with?
He likes to eat aggressively.
All right. Well, that's...
I haven't taken my eyes off the guy, by the way, just so we're clear on that.
Yes, he's still there. I'm sure he's still there.
Well, what does he do? Why did you make him?
Why did I make him? Well, he's good for many things. He can fly around and get anything we might need. He's adorable, so comfort character. And he can kill them. So I think that's a good plus.
So what does he do?
He can fly around and get us things. He can scavenger. He can keep watch.
He can attack if that's what you want.
He can definitely attack.
That's wonderful.
I wired him so he knows every special attack. I'm sorry?
Why did we just knock him out? You know? Why don't we just pop him on the head and see what happens in the morning?
Yeah, I agree.
Pop me on the head. You don't need to kill me.
Not well.
What's the fun in that? He can go ahead and kill my people, but I can't.
We didn't kill any of your people. He killed a half-elf because the half-elf owed drug money. I'm sorry that some of your people do drugs.
Let's knock him out and let's catch you up to speed, and then we can make a decision. Okay.
All right.
Yes, let's knock him out and get this man out of my sight. Once we get rid of this vagabond, the quicker the better is what I say. Let's collect our reward and let's get onto those juicy. Then we can go searching for that red wizard. They said that maybe they can give us some information. Greyman said he might give us information about that.
The red wizard you keep on bringing up mysteriously.
All right, so you knock him out with the rapier, like you said before?
Yes, I take the pommel and I go pop him on the head.
Yeah, he only has one hit point. Immediately goes out, falls on the ground, soaks in a bit more of his own piss.
Yeah. Well, does he? Can we see?
So do I have enough time to take a bit of a nap so I can get my stuff back? I'm going to nap. I'm going to catch
sure.
disease.
You can take a short rest if you want. It's about an hour. In fact, you can take a short rest if you want. It's like an hour.
Okay.
It'd be 5 a.m. Or actually, no, because you had to walk back. So it'd be like 6 a.m.
Short rest then.
Well, who's got the first watch and then we talk in the morning? Is that what we're doing?
I'll take the first watch.
Are you sure, Alpha?
I'm positive.
I don't know. She's been a little bit sus. I'll take first watch.
Alpha, get some rest. You really...
Alpha needs to get sleep.
Alpha needs to take a little rinse because she woke up in a pile of garbage a few minutes ago and she still smells.
Well, that's very unkind. She can't help it if she smells.
It's not her fault. I mean, if you woke up in garbage, you'd smell too. I'm not saying it's a personal slight. I'm just saying she smells.
Alpha, you should get some rest.
I'm snoring.
Okay, if I do, Nope, killing him while we're resting.
What, me? Murder? I would never. I would never consider it.
He'll just have pointy ears after we're done.
Ugh, that's good. Well,
no killing him while I'm resting. Deal?
I will not kill. I will only halfway maim. If he tries to escape, I will not do anything. He doesn't.
I don't care. As long as he doesn't die. As long as he doesn't die, whatever you want.
All right. So first watch is Inakobi. He does wake up partway through your watch, and looks at you.
Can I curb stomp him back to sleep?
You can.
Perfect. That is what I choose.
You don't have to roll. He's tied up. Boom. Knocked out again.
Not today.
All right. Yeah, your watch is over. Who wants to do next? Go next.
And now his watch is ended.
Oh wait, if you're only resting an hour, you don't need another watch. Unless you want to do a full long rest. Right? If you want to do a full long rest, then yeah, you need to set up some watches.
How sleepy are we?
If you don't do a long rest, you won't get your abilities back. But also, you'll have to do a save and possibly take a point of exhaustion, which will give you disadvantage in all skill checks.
Well, that's quite a decision. I mean, I am quite sleepy. Should we just stay asleep?
Shall we just do a long rest?
You can do a long rest.
All of us.
It'll be a little awkward in the morning, but in the afternoon. Yeah, sure. Who's gonna watch next?
I'll take the next one.
Okay.
I'll take the next one.
He wakes up again during your watch.
While I'm asleep.
He wakes up again staring Fitch's watch, and he says, "I can make you a deal.
Oh.
I got some more. I got some hidden away Shrek, and you just have to take you outside the city, make a lot of money. I'll give the whole thing to you, the whole cash."
How? I mean, frankly, I just wouldn't mind the Shrek itself. Where outside the city have you hidden all of this?
Why did we leave Fitz in charge of the watch?
If I told you how much
Shrek some Shrek and get boned with
this against my better judgment. It's terrible.
I would like to say that it was not me.
If I tell you where the Shrek is, you'll just get it yourself.
Yes, that's accurate. Oh, Shrek is so much fun. I have a question. Do you have a good recipe for creating Shrek? How is that stuff even made? Like, what do you use for that sort of thing?
You look like a chemist? I don't know.
I don't make Shrek myself. I know it has some refining process. Comes from some herb somewhere.
Right. Do you buy it from Nihilor, or do you guys have suppliers outside the city or something?
I wasn't part of Xanathar back when I was doing that stuff.
Oh, you're working alone. That's interesting. So where did you get your Shrek?
I told you, if I told you that, you wouldn't let me go. We'd go together. Just screw. You look like you all aren't tied to the hip. Why don't we just go, you and I? We leave them alone, go live like kings.
Oh, you know, I actually already own a relatively reasonable sized clothing company, so I think I'll pass. But do you want to tell me anything about the Xanathar before you go back to sleep, or are you feeling kind of tired?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you something.
Oh, good.
You see, the Xanathar, they're in the sewers.
I heard that.
They use signals on the walls. You start seeing him shifting a little bit, and he continues on telling you crap.
Interrupt you right there, my friend, and just pop him on the head again. I already knew about the sewers. You lost me at the sewers.
He falls back over, and you see his ropes have actually been loosened on his arms.
Oof, close call.
Better tighten those up there.
Yes, I'm going to retie his arms, and then I'm going to tie his legs too, because that's about as far as I trust him.
Roll a survival with advantage since you're doing both of them.
Got a 9? I don't know how that is.
+0.
+0. Bitch is a city boy.
Roll again and take the highest because you're doing both legs and feet.
That's true as well. Oh! Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure he got him pretty good.
I roll a 1 on tying knots.
Okay.
So I just sort of throw the rope at his legs.
It's like one of those slap bracelets.
Yeah, but I tighten it on his hands, you know. His hands are very well tied, but I just sort of throw the rope at his legs and...
Perfect.
That'll do it.
Who are you waking up for the last watch?
Yeah,
or who wants to do the last watch?
I'm still a little worried about Alpha's health, so I'm going to wake up Greyhide, and I'm going to say, do you know Greyhide? As I wake him up, I'm going to say, do you know he offered me a small fortune in Shrek, but you're a paladin, so you better not let him get to you.
Oh, okay. So I'll take watch then. Now it's my turn.
Yes. And listen, if he offers you a small fortune, just don't worry about it. I can find you some drugs. Just say no.
I was dreaming about a beautiful Valkyrie maiden, and you woke me up right at the best part.
You want
to hear more about the dream? I could get into some sort of saucy detail.
I'm going to just tomorrow.
All right.
Sounds like a pleasant dream to me. Leave it out there.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. It is very pleasant. But still chaste, because I am a paladin, of course. So I'll go look after. So I see him, and he's sprawled out on the ground, but well bound.
Yeah.
Not well bound.
There's rope around his legs and arms.
Yeah.
Barely.
I nudge him with my foot to see if he's stirring or anything, but I keep my distance too because he's He's a vagabond, vagrant, something.
Very musky there. He doesn't wake up or anything, but through your watch, he will eventually see an eye open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose you're into Shrek.
Well, I'm afraid I have never tried anything of that nature. I was a little curious, I must admit, but...
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's great. Makes you stronger. Makes everything better. Even life seems more fulfilling when you have Shrek.
Really?
He's strong, right?
Yeah.
I mean, life is pretty fulfilling, and I do feel strong as it is being a paladin.
Why am I sleeping?
You see all the blows I took? That's because I take Shrek every Sunday.
That's what makes you so sturdy, because I hit you cleanly with that axe, but it was the Shrek that kept you going.
It hardens your skin right up, cures wounds. It's like a miracle drug.
Now I have a question for you. There was a moment when I was talking about this theatrical production. Was there a moment where you felt slightly enticed by the stage? Because I think you could be fantastic if you were to repurpose your energies away from a life of crime and towards show business. I think you could really be something.
Could it make money?
Oh, absolutely. And the women and the adulation of the crowd. That is payment enough. The money's terrible, actually. But the adulation, absolutely.
You know, I really lack actors. They're wonderful. I won't lie. There was a moment. Could you and I do it? Could we just get out of here? How close are you to these people? Come on, we can go start our own thing. We have Shrek. It's going to improve our acting.
No.
You know, maybe I was wrong. You're not a very good actor after all. Because I clearly remember you saying that you hated actors. I think you might be trying to take advantage of me, sir. I just turned my nose up in disgust.
When you turn your nose up, he suddenly jumps up. The rope's loose, and he attacks you.
Well, shit. All right, I should have tightened the ropes, I guess. Well, I guess we're attacking. We're doing this.
He punches you with his fist. Oh God, I don't have him up. I didn't expect this.
Damn it! All right, so okay, I guess he's got a roll.
What is his strength bonus here? Oh yeah, he punches you with a fist, hitting you in the jaw, doing 3 damage, bludgeoning damage to you.
Ooh. It's not bad.
Okay, so do I get to retaliate in any way?
Oh yeah, you can go. He's
So
up in your face. He's trying to grab your
He's had a couple of long
armor.
rests during this time too. So is he at full strength, or is he somewhat damaged?
No, he's about as bad off as you are. Neither of you had a full long rest.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to with all of my might, I'm going to attack with my hand axe.
All right. Are you
Not
doing
gonna hold back.
non-lethal or are you doing lethal?
Lethal.
Alrighty then. Roll that.
I
attack.
accidentally kill him. Wow. He attacked me. Vagabond.
True.
Okay.
You got to
Roll that
There's
attack.
the roll. Ooh, crit! Sorry, guys.
He's right on you. Your axe goes straight for his face. Roll that damage.
Do. Well.
It
Oops.
sinks in right in the eye, the one good eye, and you hear as a part of it splats out, and he falls on the ground.
Guys,
Slumped on the ground. You see blood coming out.
guys, I have some good news and I have some bad news. Guys, wake up.
You guys awake to someone going, guys.
Some good news and some bad news. The bad news is
He's currently bleeding out. You do have one chance here if you want to try something. If you really want him to stay alive.
the bad news is he attacked me, but the good news is I managed to subdue him and blind him in his other eye. And I think he might possibly be completely dead. I'm not sure. I didn't stick around, but he's pretty messed up.
All right, so you leave him to his own fate, whether he bleeds out or not.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
leaving, and if somebody else wants to save him, I'm just like,
All right.
I feel like a bit of a fool that I let him even attack me and hit me once. So I'm just kind of.
If he does die, can I see the scraps of him to my defense?
Sure. That's grim, but understandable. Greyhide, I don't know how he escaped to attack you. I tied his legs.
They looked so firmly and beautifully, especially the legs. They were so
Right.
snug.
I spent
I
10
don't know
minutes
how
on
he did
that.
Some sort of witchery devilry. And then he caught me off guard. I turned my nose
Someone
up at him for
want to
1
wake up
second.
Alpha?
No, Alpha, you woke up with us, didn't you?
Yeah, you're all awake because I was like,
Yeah,
I was waking
everybody's
you all up,
awake.
like, guys, I'm banging
You
on
find
all the doors.
Wait, when did I wake
Harko.
up?
Just
Uh,
now, because it took you a while to wake up because you were still a little groggy after waking up in garbage.
Yeah, sorry. You would have started waking up to when he was yelling. But takes different people a different amount of time to get the sleepy out of their eyes.
Is
And
he
then
is he dead then?
You go and check
think so.
Harko. There's
He looks pretty dead to
a
me.
pool of blood around his head. You see a slash across his good eye. His eye is actually splatted out on the ground, and it's he seems very dead.
Wonderful.
All right, who did this?
That would have been me. He took a shot at me, and I was.
How many hit points do you
reacted.
have? Because all you had was a healing potion, right?
But I also took short
I asked for
rest.
one thing, was not to kill him.
You know, Alpha, but you know, if we didn't kill him,
Alpha,
he might have escaped.
How do you feel that it was not me that killed him, though? There's strength that I practice.
Proud of you.
I'm at 12 hit points now after
As-
that damage because I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I think we should just all go back to sleep then, and
Right.
Okay.
he's dead
Wait,
anyway.
how much of did we complete our long rest or no? Because we had like 8 hours for long rest.
You need like 2 more hours.
Let's do it. I wouldn't mind getting back up to fullsies.
Is anyone going to watch Harko? Just kidding.
Can I do a medical check to see how dead he is? Because I kept seeing him take a whole lot of damage and not dying. So I'm just gonna roll for medicine, and I roll a 4. So frankly, I'm not sure if he's dead or alive. He looks quite dead.
Okay. You see Fitz go and try to take his pulse, and he's like putting his fingers like around on his clavicle. Like, how do they do this?
Okay, I'll go make sure.
I don't feel anything, but I'm not sure why.
Can I cure his wounds?
Can you what?
Can I cure his wounds? Cure his wounds.
Oh, you can try.
Why?
I mean, but we're gonna deliver his corpse.
He looks like
well, you would know. You don't have to waste the spell. You would know that if someone's dead, cure wounds won't do anything.
Ah, well then. Greyhide.
Okay, so I go check to see if he's dead then, to be sure.
All right.
But you don't trust me poking his clavicle?
What?
13.
He's no breath, no pulse.
How does it make you feel?
I don't know what they do. I've watched doctors. They put their fingers on people.
I think he's pretty dead, guys. I felt him give up the ghost as the axe plunged through his eye socket hole.
I mean, Alpha, why did you want him alive, really? Like, because
I'm trying to keep us on a low profile. There's like much more dangerous stuff going on, guys.
She's not wrong.
Tell us about this other dangerous stuff. I would love to hear it.
Oh, you mean the Scarecrows?
Yes, the Haunted Scarecrows. Is that what it is? I knew they were behind this.
I'm sorry.
So,
Scarecrows.
Oh, just in the farmlands, there's Haunted Scarecrows.
Scarecrows. Did you just say
we
that?
heard rumors of Haunted Scarecrows, and I wanted to go check it out, but these guys, they voted on capturing Harko instead. Like, we should go for the Haunted Scarecrows today.
Guys, okay, so here's the deal.
Haunted Scarecrows, yes.
When Silvermane approached us, he said that I wasn't really too down to join their little guild or whatever, because I don't know if I can trust this guy. But he said they were hunting this red wizard guy. And I can't tell you too much because I don't know what's safe to tell you and what not to tell you, but I feel I have to tell you at least this. Long before I met you guys, I was held captive by these red wizards, and
what?
They're experimenting on me and the animals, and the whole thing was really messed up. And these guys are not to be messed with. They are more dangerous than anything you can ever imagine. And I don't know if I'm being controlled by them right now, and this is why I feel like I need to tell you guys. So if we're running together, there's a chance that that's happening right now.
Do you think if all of us banded together, we could take
no,
these
that's
guys?
The thing is,
that's
why I can't give you also so much information, because right now I don't know who to trust. But I feel like if you guys are if we're sticking this out, then I need to tell you at least that. So those guys out there killing this guy and attracting attention to us, Silvermane, the Red Wizard, all this stuff. This is why I didn't want to kill him. For 30 gold, the only reason I wanted to complete this mission was to prove to Silvermane so we can join their guild and maybe get more information about what's going on. But now that this guy's dead, like, I don't know what that means for us.
Well, I think all we can do is move forward and
Alpha,
keep a low profile and just quietly bring this corpse.
Alpha, is this
I think our best option right now is not to move a course, but to try and find Silvermane and bring him here to gather this guy that he wanted dead anyways.
I don't know. I think that'll bring more heat to our place.
Should
I
we
think
bring him here?
Our place is like.
Should we bring him to them?
Why didn't we just throw a sheet over?
That's what I'm saying. carrying a dead body around town, guys?
Well, cut it into pieces.
We can pretend it's a shipment of potatoes to the tavern. You know, we
Yes,
can pretend it
carrying dead bodies for town.
Alpha, we
Not
have
like
a
you're gonna
kitchen
be
full of barrels. We'll just cut off a limb, throw it in each barrel, and we'll just deliver it to the
Okay,
tavern.
better idea.
Yeah.
Let's find Silvermane, track him down, and negotiate and see what comes next. And see what our
Right.
options are. And say, let's say we have your guy. Let's say he's dead and maybe he's alive. And let's see what our options are, and let's just take it from
We
there.
should maybe bring a piece of proof along with him, like maybe some article of clothing that we know is his, or even a finger, to because that might be sufficient. You know, he might see the finger and say, "Hey, that's enough. I trust you. Here's your money."
Maybe we don't want to be stopped in town for some reason with someone's finger on us.
No, let's bring the eye patch. That's
like these red wizards things are.
The eye patch is there's an idea possibly.
Alpha, is this red wizard related to you leaving your pack in the middle of the road and waking up in a pile of garbage? By any chance?
So that's the other thing.
I don't feel like Fitz gets to ask any questions when he hides it just as much. The only one being transparent.
I'm only answering what I think. I'm just trying to answer what I think is trying to keep. If we're gonna walk together, I don't know yet if I can trust you guys. Not because I don't know what these guys might be controlling you for all I know. So, but I feel you need to at least know this.
You think they're that powerful?
So yeah, they got to me while we were looking for Harkles. And they want me to complete some kind of mission for them. Of course, I don't want to do. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to incite you guys and give any more information than I have to right now until I can be sure that I'm not being mind controlled or something. So we're going to have to figure out that as well. But I feel I owed this if we're going to keep traveling together.
I have to say, my normal instincts...
These guys, they're not to be messed with. I know we're...
Are you suggesting we don't go headlong into danger this time? It's very difficult for me.
I appreciate it.
But to earn your trust, I will take your lead on this. Let's follow Alpha's lead and be cautious. You know, I think we'll have to listen to that.
Do you know, Alpha? I'm sure we could find a cleric of some sort of psychic light energy that could run a quick brain scan on all of us and see if any of us are being controlled.
I don't know if these guys go beyond that, but it's worth a try. The other thing is you guys might want to limit information to me until we can be sure. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be tricky, but that's what I...
Well, I actually do that really hide and fit, so I might as well.
Okay, so first order of business is getting this guy off our hands.
I say we use the barrels. Chop his arms, throw the barrel.
That's a brilliant idea.
I thought we were to find Silvermane first. We don't even know where we're going to bring him. We got to find the guy.
Right, no, you're right.
Let's go to that. Take the barrel.
Well, let's stuff him in a barrel for the time being anyway. That way nobody will find him, you know? Let's say, somebody looks around here.
You definitely have some empty barrels in this place that have been put aside.
I have a question. Does he come back as a ghost, like Lift? And is he inside the tavern as a ghost with Lift?
You see Lift's head on the ceiling still, and he just shakes his head no.
Fritz, remember you found that crystal I asked you to hold on to?
Yes. Do you want it?
No. He got to me through that, but it didn't seem to affect you, so maybe hold on for it until we can find someone who knows more about it.
Maybe it didn't affect me because I'm already being mind controlled. Or maybe it didn't affect me because I'm an idiot.
I don't know. It released some gas. I got brought somewhere. Look, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying that's why I gave it to you, because it didn't seem to affect you when you picked it up. So
Sure.
let's put this guy in a barrel in the pit in our kitchen, and then just if you guys
find
need to
one
rest,
of the you find one of the large crack kegs, and it's sealed other than the place that's cracked, so you kind of tip it over to where it won't come out, and you just let him marinate in his blood in that keg.
Yum.
Well, all right.
All right, and I just pushed the keg down in that little trapdoor.
Xenokobi, don't let your little friend eat him, because we probably need to...
I was just about to ask if I could take a piece of him for the journey. For then. I mean, I obviously remember now we'd eat him in a hole for this man. So
probably.
Obviously afterwards.
And I'm going to slip out my dagger and remove... I'm going to slip out my dagger and remove his little eye patch and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
So that I can show it. Well, it's late afternoon. Shall we go find this silver fox or whatever it is?
Well, let's say you finish your long rest. So everybody on your sheet, if you go to the gear, there should be a long rest option there that you can click and get everything back.
Yay.
So there's that.
Long rest. Oh, I feel better.
Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, I dreamt about the Valkyrie again. She just wants to be friends.
Friend zoned on your own dream.
I know.
It's terrible. You know, I'm gonna have to tell you a couple of things about rolling to seduce when we're out there.
Would you? That'd be wonderful.
I will.
Alpha, when you finish the last bit of your sleep, you do have a dream. Not too vivid. Kind of, I forget what the word is, but it's not that vivid. But you see the raven again, and it's looking at you with one eye. Its head turned. It turns its head a little bit. You see a tear come out of the eye and roll down the side of his cheek. But then you wake up.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Shall we go for a pint?
We want to find Silvermane?
Well, yes, but where's he going to be? He's going to be at that bar, was anxiety.
Absolutely, he'll be there.
I shall go.
And I could use a pint anyway. A pint of ale. It's been a bit of a time, hasn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Just kick back, I'd say.
Do you know, I kind of almost wish that we had taken him up on his track.
Nonetheless, headlong into leisure.
That's going on the clip. Yeah. So you head to the Yawning Portal. It's day. There's no issue there. You can take a coach. You give them some copper. It's approximately 5 copper.
For you, my friend.
Is Durnan there?
Why do you throw it like that?
Durnan is there.
I copper around like it's nothing.
If you remember, anything that costs copper, 9 or less copper, we don't worry about the cost.
So I throw around 9 copper every chance I get. You want 9 copper? Here you go. It's for you too.
Oh, you get copper. You get copper. Durnan's there. It's actually about. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's actually about 2 p.m. or so, afternoon. You had to sleep in quite far to get the full rest. Durnan's there. Jalister's there at a table in the back. You see some other familiar faces. You see Yagra sitting with some yellow-haired elf in the corner, and you see 3 Strings. The bard is there.
I do a perception check on Yagra and her yellow-haired elf. What does this yellow-haired elf look like, and do they seem to be in a relationship, or is she still available?
Yagra's sitting at the edge of her seat, kind of legs shaking, looking bored, anxious. The yellowed-haired elf is just sitting back in his chair, and seems to be tuning his lute, a lute that he has.
I want to go talk to Durnan discreetly.
Okay.
Are there?
This is the yellow-haired. That's the guy you see with the half orc. Oh, sorry. Let me do the
tunic.
Very handsome.
Greyhide is going to just look around the Yawning Portal to see if there's any lovely females that catch his eye, because he wants to try the art of seduction and try to be more like Fitz on this particular day. But he's just going to look around and play it cool for now.
Okay.
I'm
there's
gonna follow Alpha to Durnan.
There's some commoners that you don't recognize. There's also the barmaid is a bit voluptuous, you might say.
That'll be an
nice
easy in.
outfit.
So when she delivers me ale, next chance I get, I'll probably try some. I'll try some banter, a little bit of paladin banter, I think.
Do you want to go for it yourself, or do you want to roll for it? Do you want to let fate decide?
I'll let fate decide. I'll just go for it.
All right, roll either persuasion or performance, whatever you want. You can make your way to Durnan on your own after a bit.
You make your way to.
Ooh, heard myself for a second. And then, what do you want to? He acknowledges you, dips his head, continues to clean a mug. What's that?
You're talking to me?
Yeah. Sorry, to Alpha.
Okay, sorry, just to make sure. So, but I want to do it so the rest of the group doesn't notice me going to talk to him.
Oh. Roll a stealth at disadvantage because it's day, it's well lit. There's not too many people yet at this hour. So you roll twice and take the lower. Ooh, that's gonna be bad.
That didn't work. Yeah. That's too bad.
You walk up to Durnan and it's 6. You walk up to Durnan and you do see people are noticing you.
I mean,
Zinakobi.
No,
Zinakobi
like my
especially
group is,
notices
right?
you. Yeah, Zinakobi sees you there. You're alone with Durnan, but
so
they notice.
I just sit
Is
at the bar
this too far for me?
for now.
Is what?
Fitz? Are you close to me?
At the moment, yes. I'm just sort of watching everybody spread out and enjoying myself.
Yeah, so far
Can I
Greyhide went off in a
navigate it?
direction, and Alpha went off in a direction, and Fitz and Zinakobi are kind of taking in the place, figuring out what they want to do.
Can you what?
Oh, because she says I was the only one that saw her walk off with Denon, so I thought maybe I could nudge to you and be like, hey,
I didn't walk off with Durnan. I just went to the bar where he is, and I just
Yeah. She just went to the bar in front of Durnan. There's nothing really suspicious per se about it. It's just that
I just ordered it. I sat there and I ordered a drink.
That's very unlike Alpha. She. What?
Will you help me roll to seduce?
Uh-oh. Did we lose Zinakobi?
Kobe,
Yeah.
I thought you would never ask such a thing. I would most certainly love to. Do you want me to take Yagra so that you have full access to the elf, or do you want me to just wingman you and see what happens?
Yes. Maybe
Well.
let's wingman. Let's do this.
All right. So, yes, well, let's just wander over then, shall we? I think the two of us wander over very casually to the table.
Very tough. No.
Oh, Yagra, I believe I remember. Do you remember us, Yagra? We helped you out in a fight a little while ago.
Yeah. Let's resolve the other two things before we get there, and
Yes.
we'll pick up there. So first, at Durnan, do you want to say anything, or do you want to just stay there for a bit? and
Yeah,
drink?
so I try to take out at least, like, they saw him sitting there, but I'm trying to take out of my backpack, kind of quietly, that little jade that I found on Harkos last time,
Okay.
the figurine, and
Yeah.
I want to ask him about it. To see what he knows.
He looks at it. Well, that looks possibly valuable.
Do you know what it is?
Some type of jade figurine.
Yeah, but more specifically?
I might know. Let's see. You had a drink. I suppose that can be payment. That, believe it or not, that is, and pardon the way I say this, that is an idol to a forgotten god called Blabbity Bloop. And you look closer at the figurine, and it looks to be like a female figure, but it has a head of a lobster and a two little like pincer claws, but otherwise it's a female figure. but it's like pretty small and kind of all compact together.
And why would this be valuable? What does it represent?
Well, it's not what it represents. It's the fact that it looks like it's made of jade. It represents the god worshipped by the Kuatoa.
Yeah.
The who?
The Kuatoa.
Would I know what that is?
You can roll a nature check if you want.
Koatua, worshippers of Blobbity Boop. Sounds like a fun people.
Right?
They can't form.
Check, right?
Yeah, they can't form words very well, so they make
17.
simple words. Yeah, you know that some creature that lives mainly underground. They're like little frog/fish like people. You don't know much more than that.
So whoever holds this stone potentially worships them?
Let me see how much he knows. I seriously doubt anyone on the surface worships that thing. They probably took it for the jade.
For the jade?
You might be able to find a dealer who is interested in that type of thing. It's pretty vulgar, if you ask me.
Okay, I give him like a copper little tip.
Give him 9 copper. Yep. He takes it and continues to clean the counter. What about your performance, Greyhide? What are you saying to the barmaid?
Well,
Yes,
I rolled an 18 for the performance, but I'm going to say to the barmaid, I'm like, young barmaid, you've probably seen many an adventurer come through the bar at this time, and I am a bit of a fledgling adventurer myself. What would you say to an adventurer who's just beginning his journey?
Asking for advice. Very well done, Greyhide. People love to feel important. Very excellent.
That's right.
Point.
She has a drink in her hand that she seems to be delivering somewhere. Let me see something real quick. Sorry. She has looks like some type of auburn, pretty thick hair. Face is somewhat fair, a little plain, but not bad. She's wearing a green top with some type of bodice on, and
Worse.
she says, why? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of adventurers around here. I would suggest hanging out here.
Well,
There's always something going on.
Sounds like
I'll have a flagon of that amber ale that you're carrying right now. Bring it to my table and keep them coming.
Compare it to a hair color.
Thanks, Fitz. That's a beautiful colored amber ale, almost as beautiful as your auburn hair.
I thank you, I guess.
Oh, Lord.
She goes off and to deliver the rest of her ale. She looks back at you for a second, a little confused, a little maybe interested.
I do finger. I do one of these.
Oh, she stops looking interested. No, I'm joking.
Not creepy at all.
I should put the GIF I made of your other movie up. But yeah.
I think she's into me.
You think you did a good job.
Thanks for the tip, Fitz. That was gold, complimenting her appearance and tying it to the very beverage that she was carrying. I would never think of such a thing.
Great.
Do I see Silvermane?
Killing it in there.
Jallister is over at his own table in the corner. Before we get
while
there,
they're doing this?
well, before
I'll
that,
walk over.
Zenokobi and Fitz would do their thing. So, you walk up, and Yager goes, "I remember you. You're the one who stopped the fight. Still have mixed feelings about that."
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm sure you would have given it to them, but we just wanted to show our support for you and your craft.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to arm wrestle?
Arm wrestle.
You want to arm wrestle?
There's other kinds of wrestling that suit me significantly better.
Roll roll to seduce.
I roll to seduce.
Persuasion or performance, whichever one you want.
Oh, I have a higher bonus to persuasion. 15. How do I do?
I tell you what. This place has some back rooms. How about you and I arm wrestle, and if you win, we'll take up on your other forms of wrestling.
I think he wants to have sexual congress with you.
Well, I'm not very good at arm wrestling, is the only thing, so I don't know if this is a great idea. But you know, for someone as beautiful as you, Yagra, I will accept this challenge. By the way, what's the name of your lovely golden-haired friend? This is my friend Zinakobi. She was glancing at him earlier.
You see the smile kind of leave her face a little bit, and sorry, one second. There's so many notes I had to take. Oh, there it is. Yeah, and she looks at him, and he nods, and she says, "Oh, that's my charge. That's Davin Star's song."
Oh,
Davin.
Davin.
Davil Star's song.
With a name like Star Song, does he do a lot of singing or astronomy?
Oh, you can hear him sing if you want.
Man. I'm just gonna watch Fitz and just take in all of his moves and try to be more like him, you know? Brilliant, Fitz.
Right.
So he does sing. He's a bard, is he?
Yeah, he sings.
Oh, and you're his.
You do a lot more than just sing.
Among other things, he's a very influential man.
Well.
Shall we wrestle?
Yes, let's.
And she'll go over to a table that's empty and put her arm down. You know, the universal sign for arm wrestling. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! And roll a strength check.
Roll a strength check. Ooh, all right. Where do I just push the thing that says strength?
Yep.
Thank God it's not intelligence. All right, +0. Here we are. 13. I'm really straining.
Immediately, your hand goes, and it's almost at the edge of the table. You're about to hit with your knuckles. Do one more strength check.
Oh, that's good. Great job.
Ooh.
Yeah, just 1 second. Yeah. We've got an 18. Your arm comes back, and you slowly, using a bit of your body weight to kind of try to, you do some, you do a little bit of cheating. You know how to move your hand and better ways to get better pivot points. And I also have the advantage that my arm looks a lot bigger than it actually is, so I can probably play into that a little.
Yeah, and you're up about even again. Roll another strength check.
Ooh, what a battle! Yeah. Oh, a 4.
Both of you are getting tired, but your hand she ekes it back towards the table. One more strength check.
Oh my God, this is wow. Higra, your biceps are like the eyes of the gods. Got an 11?
Yeah, eventually the knuckles wrap the table as she hits your arm over. And he says, "You're about as strong as you look."
I don't know how I feel about that.
You look pretty strong.
Well, you know, I've got excellent flexibility.
Oh, Fitz, so good.
You lost though, so roll to seduce one more time at disadvantage.
Damn. If only I had known. Oh. Okay, we've got 1, and it's a 2. Okay, we've got an 8, and we've got an 11, an 8 and an 11.
She says, "I don't know. I'm usually into stronger men, though. I tell you what, you work out a little, and we'll get back together. I gotta pay attention to Davil."
Yes.
Can I be privy to this conversation?
Yeah, you heard it.
All right, so I'm going to walk up and I'm going to go, excuse me, first of all. I'm going to wrap my hand around him and go, he doesn't need to get stronger. Thirdly, good day. And I'll grab him and whisk him away. Would you like a shot, pretty boy?
Well, if you're looking for stronger, we've got a paladin right over here.
As you get interrupted.
If strength is what you're looking for, look no further. My name is Greyhide, paladin, adventurer, seducer.
Right before the paladin started talking up, what did you say to Davil? Zinakobi?
Oh, what did I was actually kind of just a little bit nervous. Very handsome. I was actually giving him stone-eyed, like, we were speaking, but we weren't speaking. It was like, I made it very known that I wanted him, and he made it very known that he didn't quite care. So
roll a persuasion, or a performance, either one, to give him that look, like you see in Zoolander.
Ooh. Blue steel. That one.
That's not bad.
Yagra says, "It wouldn't be a fair fight. I just had an arm wrestle, but I'll still win. Sure, why not?"
Well, my performance goes like this.
Where did you go?
Oh.
I told him out. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the hand on the hip, give the look, and stiff leg. You just kind of tumble right over onto the seat across from Davil, and he laughs.
How are you?
I've actually been meaning to talk to you. I was going to send you a flying snake with a message, but since you're here,
is that a euphemism? Is that appropriate?
What else?
Flying snake. Is that common?
I don't know how to take a flying snake.
Do you get in the seat, or do you just stand back up, or what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna awkwardly stand back up, casually leaning over the table.
Yeah.
A flying snake to say, really?
Yes. Yes, well, we're always looking for new members that could possibly help us while we help them.
I honestly. What you're looking for is alpha. Right.
You see, I'm part of a...
Six? I think I spilled my beer.
Yeah, what? Yes, I'm coming. Just one second.
What's that about your brethren of, I don't know. You need help? Is that what you're looking for? That's it? I go over here. We're making eye contact for a good what? 3 minutes? You know what I want. I try to sit. I want a snake.
He laughs at you again and says, "Oh, my dear, things in good time. You can't have everything you want with one look." But
well,
I think you and I can help each other. You see, I am part of the Zentorum. And being part of the Zentorum will come with certain benefits.
I bet it does.
We can even possibly get you out of trouble if the need arises, and all you have to do is work with us a bit.
Right.
Help us do some things.
Like I said, I'm not allowed to do anything until my mom Alpha comes and sees this, because if I say yes to something, then the world is thrown into chaos. But since I do not see her, sure.
Alpha would hear this if she wanted to acknowledge hearing it. He will continue. You can talk it over with your friends if you'd like. And he starts playing a little ditty on his lute. He kind of leans back in the chair, puts a foot up on the table, and kind of strums a few chords. And he says, "But whether you want to or not, you see, it's not easy to get in. There's always a little test."
Test.
Yes,
What test?
you see, someone in the dock ward has been killing elves and half-elves. As you can see, you have a strong interest in this. You
I've heard of
take
that.
care of this problem, and you're in. With all the benefits that come with being part of the Zentorum.
Do you
We
know
just
who is
joined
killing
another
the
club.
What did you say, Zenakobi?
Do you know who is killing the elves and half-elves? Because I've heard.
Oh no, if I knew that, I would just send an assassin to kill them.
You would. As if you could.
Indeed, I cannot. I do not know who it is.
Did I overhear any of this? Or is that too quiet?
You would start to hear the end of it. Maybe talking about the details of the elf killer.
Where do we start? How do we find out? We just get to put Zenakobi out as bait.
He keeps looking at Zenakobi, but he replies to Fitz and says, "Well, it's been going on for a few nights now. One death a night. I suggest keeping track of the dock wards around the docks. That's where it usually happens. There's only a few taverns in the area. Just find some drunkard, maybe. An easy pick is what you want to look for." And he starts playing his tune. You start hearing it goes. That's what you're hearing.
And Greyhide just loves a good lute solo, so he's totally into this jam. Yeah. Yes, this guy plays the lute, man.
Someone.
I try to kind of get the attention of the group because, like, I kind of overheard the last little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they see me or if they're too busy doing.
Oh, you're trying to get them their attention from afar, like not getting too close.
At this point, Zenakobi has rescued me from my failure, and we are going for a drink. This what happened, yes?
Yes.
Did you want to follow through with Yagra? Did Greyhide want to follow through with Yagra, or is he gonna let it fall on the floor?
Oh, that one, the strength thing. No, I'll sort of.
Right. We'll say you got pulled into the conversation, and it didn't never really happen. Yagra will say, "Davil, you speak too much."
I thought that was my boy.
Roll a. What would that even be? I guess roll an insight.
Greyhide, you mean?
No. Alpha. I'm trying to think what Alpha would roll to try to get someone's attention while they're not.
Performance. She gives us a subtle wink.
Well, maybe I try to get Zenakobi's attention. Maybe that's easier.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, Zenakobi's the one who's actually sitting down with Davil right now. So you can do that if you want. I would say roll a stealth if you want to try to do it without being noticed, without actually entering the conversation. Okay. Yeah. You see Alpha signaling you, Zenakobi, whether you react to it or not.
It's been whatever this has been, and I hope you have a whatever night. I will get back to you.
Please do. And he keeps strumming his lute. Do we lose Zenakobi? Oh no, she's here.
Oh no, she's here.
So I sort of overheard.
You didn't hear any of it?
No, I heard it. You're good.
Oh, okay.
What is
Zenakobi,
Alpha?
Does Zenakobi approach me?
Can I come too? I'm gonna cloak them, and I'm gonna just like, can I come too, or is this like a woman's thing?
When I walk over, can I grab Fitz by his armor and go, "Come here," and just kind of drag him over?
Sure. Fitz, roll a deception.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you grab onto something. Again, it doesn't look, the visual doesn't look quite right, but you grab onto to something and you pull them along. Codpiece.
It's an armor, right? It's
back in medieval time, they would actually make ginormous cod pieces for plate mail because it was supposed to be seen as manly. It was great.
Yes. Anyway, yes, I'm coming.
I grab something and pull you.
For some reason, your hand goes low. I don't know why.
Why cod? I've always wondered, why cod?
Fitz goes to HR.
Yes, I'm feeling manhandled. Yes, so we come over.
Yep. So you all are, unless you tell me otherwise. If you're not into something, then I just assume you are sticking together.
Yeah. What is it? What is it, Alpha? What's going on?
Well, I kind of overheard the last little bit, and I think it might not be a bad idea for you to join this guy, because I don't know if that's what you were thinking, and if we also join Silvermane's group, we can have an in a little bit everywhere and get a little bit of information.
I think that's a great idea.
Obviously, talking about the Xanathars. Are we really going to sit here and fight Xanathars?
Are we fighting who?
It might not be the Xanathars. I mean, it might be a lone wolf serial killer, With
True, but it makes more sense with what's been going on that it might be them.
Sorry,
Has everyone forgotten the Haunted Scarecrows? I don't know, man.
Well, just to clarify something, what did Alpha say? Did Alpha say that she thinks it's a good idea to join the Xanathar, or the Centaurum?
Good idea.
Sorry, I'm hearing a lot of feedback and
yeah, there's a little feedback on your side.
Yes, Alpha said it was a good idea for Zenokobi to join the Centaurum. Yeah.
I'm saying that I still want to go talk to Silvermane right now, but I'm saying it might not be a bad idea to have a bit of an inn everywhere if Zenokobi was considering it. I'm not really considering it, but I'm just saying if Zenokobi wanted to consider it, it might not be.
I will consider
you're your own woman.
I will consider it if the rest of the team considers it.
Well,
if you join with me, I shall not be joining him alone.
I don't think it's right for someone to be going around killing elves anyway, so why don't we just kill two birds with one stone?
I will go down whatever path will lead us headlong into danger and whatnot.
Two tricky bastards with one stone.
Okay. So let's finish our little quest with Silvermane and try and get into their little guild.
Yes.
Right.
So that business is done, and then we.
Where is that old rapscallion?
Yeah, he's over in the corner.
Do you have a way to reach him?
Well, he's right over there.
I'll just walk. We'll just walk over to him.
What?
Guys, listen.
Who?
The other guy she was talking to.
Now we're
gonna go to Silvermane because we have to take care of our little business.
Yeah, they're both in the tavern right now. But Davil did not give you a way of contacting them other than in this tavern.
Well, I'm sure we'll be back.
Let's tie up the loose ends with Greymane, I say. Let's get this off of our books. I'm tired of, this
all right.
Arcos.
Guys, remember discretion.
Oh yes.
And don't say
I'm a paladin.
That I told you.
So
discretion is my thing.
Alpha says discretion, and I'm just going to casually pull the eye patch of Arcos out of my pocket and dangle it in front of me as I sit down at his table. Oh, hello, Silverman.
Brilliant.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes, it is, in fact.
Very good.
I would like to join. I want to sidle up to Fitzgeoffrey as this happens and just sort of, bask in the glory of it.
All right, then. I believe I owe each of you 30 gold is what is still owed.
Well, what do you want us to do with his body? It's
Yes.
What do you want us to do with his body? It's
Yes.
It's.
Yes.
his body, and
Yes.
he says that while he's taking out the gold. And
Yes.
he says, "Oh yes, his body. Well, you could drop it off with the watch if you want. I'll let them know that you're coming."
Maybe
Where is-
maybe someone can come pick it up instead.
Well, I mean, what
I
if
can
we
make that
just
happen.
what
Where
if we just
should it be
let
picked
the
up?
dragon eat it?
What was
What
that?
if we just dispose of it ourselves? Is that fine? Like, you don't need to see it?
It's better not to dump bodies in the river or whatever. They might show up, and then there's questions. Just where are you staying? Where do you have his body? And I'll send people to pick it up.
Before we do that, there's a question also.
I feel like we should
How
dispose
we
where
completed
live.
our task about joining your association.
Oh yes, you did well.
He was a tough
So are we
motherfucker.
members yet?
So who wants to
What would
become
be-
members?
Well,
Well, I'm on board.
Don't we all want to become members? The benefits are lovely.
Just a reminder, the Lord's Alliance, we do have influence around the city. If you're doing work for the Lord's Alliance, we can even give you some passes if things get a little more violent than you expect. But the Lord's Alliance is not just with Waterdeep. It's Boulder's Gate and God, I'm forgetting all the cities. Mind blank. All these other cities that are along the Sword Coast are all part of the Lord's Alliance.
Is there any sort of, do you have to pay a certain union due, or is there some, like, are there any drawbacks? Because it sounds wonderful.
No, the only drawback is that we may call on you to help us.
Oh, well, that's not a drawback. I say we all join up. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Here, here!
Put me down.
I do. Put me down.
Here, here
Okay.
to the whatever guild we just joined.
Is there is there welcoming gold?
No welcoming gold, other than what you just got.
Not bad.
So he gave us 30.
He gave each of you 30 gold. I think he gave you more up front, but that's in the past.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
Hold on, just before I forget.
So,
Okay,
all
so
right.
someone will come take care of this guy.
Also, what comes with it, now again, we might call on you, and there could be consequences if you don't actually help out when called upon, though we will never ask something that you can't handle. But with this comes the ability that you can also request help from the City Watch as needed.
Well, with perks come responsibilities, and I have never shied away from responsibility.
And you can even get into places that you wouldn't be able to, where a watch might stop you. You can, as long as you're part of Lord's Alliance business, they should let you through.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm just not wearing any uniform.
No, we'll give you this badge that will basically let people know that you're part of the Lord's Alliance, but you don't even have to present it.
Splendid.
Nice.
I'll take a badge.
I thought you all might, so he brings them out.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Lord's Alliance.
Can we give it the badge? Like,
The back of what?
the badge looks like.
Oh yeah. So the badge itself looks like the symbol for Waterdeep. It's basically a shield shape with the sun on the top, the moon reflected in the water, and you have mostly water that seems to be in the middle of the shield, like a ocean, and then you see mountains behind the water, but it's all just outlined.
Cute.
Fantastic.
And it's in yellow and green.
I'm going to take a badge, and I think I'm going to order us all a drink. Would anyone else like a drink?
I'll have one. Some amber
I'll have a
ale.
double.
Silvermane, can I... A double. Well, yes, after what happened with Blondie over there, that's entirely understandable. Yeah, I'll have a double too. I've also been rejected in the last 5 minutes.
I wasn't rejected. I think the door is still open with this
I
barmaid.
think you were actually doing quite well, Greyhide. I'm rather
Thank you.
impressed. Although I really think you might be Yagra's type.
Really?
We can find someone for Alpha.
Silverhair, main fellow, can we buy you a drink while you tell us about our next assignment? I know you mentioned something about a colorful wizard. It was a blue wizard or something like that. What was that all about?
Yeah,
the Red Wizards. Yeah. Yes.
Red. Yes.
Sure. Get a drink, and you get the drinks, and blah blah blah. It comes back. The what's that?
Red Wizard?
Yes, the Red Wizards.
Yeah, he had mentioned something to us when we first met
yesterday.
about it. But he wouldn't tell us more until we were part of the Lord's Alliance.
But Alpha's very intrigued by this Red Wizard. I'm also intrigued by Haunted Scarecrows.
Out loud.
Yes, he doesn't say it. That's inside.
We've been.
I think he's over here. Get him an ale.
We suspect that the Zents, the Zentarim, have been courting some red wizard from Thay. We haven't really identified where the red wizard is or where they're meeting up, but if you check back, we might have more details eventually. We think these red wizards may be working outside the law of Thay. We don't know too much about it other than that there was a group of red wizards that left Thay looking to potentially... They didn't get along with the establishment. As you know, the Thay, as you all probably know, the Thay is a city way to the west that is ruled by a magocracy of 5 mages that all have specialties. And the biggest, the main one, I forget what they call them, but the one that is the highest up in the order, is a lich and has this giant undead army that protects the city.
In the order.
But some of the red wizards weren't very happy with this current establishment, and they left to the Sword Coast, and we've been seeing a couple of them show up in the city recently.
And what have they been doing?
We've seen them communicate with Zents here and there, but it's always after it's already happened. We get reports of it. Hopefully soon we'll be able to predict one of these meetings and do something about it.
I want to roll a perception check on Alpha to see if she's, clocking any of this in particular, and I roll a 19, so I'm watching her very closely.
It would actually be Insight, which I'm guessing is the same bonus anyways.
0, yes.
But you rolled a 19. What does Alpha's body language look like during this whole thing?
Just listening, but pretty stiff, not trying to move too much, just paying attention to every single thing that he's saying very carefully, making mental notes. Sort of like everything else around me has been kind of zoned out. I'm hyper focus.
Anyways, I will send note if, in fact, where did you say?
Is there something we should watch out for, or is there any clue if they're around? Or
they definitely seem to be around. I don't know where they're staying yet. Again, I will contact you once we know more. We definitely need to do something about this. The recent activity of the Zentarim battling the Xanathar everywhere, plus the Red Wizards, it could cause problems. But I will contact you when we know more and we can actually come up with a plan of some sort. Where are you staying? I can drop by. I still need to pick up the body.
I was going to ask how we contact them.
Well, I tend to spend my evenings in the Yawning Portal here. But you can come to me and he'll give you an actual watch post. And he says, I'm assigned to this watch post, and it's in the North Ward, not too far from the Yawning Portal. I do most of my work there during the day.
Well, Greymane, we have an estate that's located here, and I give him the address to the estate. And you can pop by any time and have your men pick up the Orps Cave. I'm going to be discreet about saying corpse.
Very discreet, yes. The Orps Cave is in the Acement
Arrow Bay. Yeah, exactly.
It's a good thing we're not into deception. We'll pick him up possibly this evening. We don't want a dead body rotting somewhere.
Very true. Yeah. What? By the way, Lord Grey Silver something.
Silvermane.
Thank you. Of course.
You can call me Jalister.
Jalister. Yes, Jalister. What? Can you just remind me of the date? I've completely lost track of time.
The date?
Yes.
What a
You're
strange
gonna
thing
make
to
me
ask.
look up months and forgotten realms.
The day of the week is fine, or the number of the month.
Yes. It is, let's see, what would that be? Oh, there it is. Yes, it is the 4th of chess, which in Earth time, that would be like the March 4th.
Indeed.
4th. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's lovely. The 4th of chess.
Yes.
Splendid. Well, we should probably be. Does anybody know about what time it is?
Be like 5
3 in
p.m.
the
at this
afternoon.
point.
I'm
I think
not
we've been drinking
sure.
3 hours, right? Something like
It's
that.
I would imagine it's about 4 or 5.
Splendid. Thank you, Dallas. I love to keep track of things. You know, I'm a very organized individual, as you can obviously tell. Thank you. Well, I'm going to finish my drink.
Nice.
So we didn't really find out much more about this red wizard. I mean, but we have this other quest opportunity that we could follow up on, or Haunted Scarecrows, or we could have another drink. Anything.
I mean, I'm generally a fan of other drinks, but you know,
I think this other quest has to be Zenekovi's call, because she's in.
I say let's do it. Honestly, I mean, if it gets us into more places and more well known.
And
I'd
perhaps
say Haunted Scarecrows, but I'll leave it up to Zenekovi.
Maybe some more experience.
and who knows, you know, perhaps a very beautiful rock star of an elf would look very kindly on one who brings this killer to justice. Certain golden-haired, lute-playing, very...
He only looks like a god. He acts like an idiot. It's nothing to do with the fact that you totally reject him.
Well, we'll get you some street
Rejection? What's that?
Yeah.
No.
If you go back to Davil will say, yeah, so if you find the culprit, take him out, and if you prevent him from killing someone, there might be a little extra.
What if we use Zenekovi as bait, kill him, and then we've also saved Zenekovi, which counts as... What?
I'm sorry. Did I... Well, you
Just
want me
an
as
idea.
bait?
I'm just
As
spitballing.
bait? Do I look like a worm to you?
No,
That-
Wait, is there money for this mission?
not at all warm-like, of course.
Well, we should probably ask.
Just trying to think of how to bring the killer out in the open.
I think
the-
adventure is the real treasure of this mission.
I thought he was.
It doesn't feed us. It doesn't get us new weapons or peeling.
Well, we might find weapons on the journey, and all I know, I'm after my 3rd flagon of ale. My axe is getting thirsty.
Zenekovi, ask him how much he's willing to give us to complete this mission.
You hear a guy sitting in the chair. He's this grizzled guy with blonde hair, kind of a bit of a stomach, and he lifts up his axe and goes, "Here, here," when he hears Greyhide say that.
Haha!
Haha.
Well, then.
I'm no longer thirsty, but my axe is thirsty for another liquid. Blood!
Oh,
We didn't catch it.
Blood, right, of course.
Blood. Yeah, that's what's thirsty for, because it doesn't really drink ale like you and I do.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna field this conversation. I'm gonna say, you know, Davos, it can be quite dangerous in the Dark Ward trying to bait a notorious killer is there any sort of payment for this particular mission?
I'm pretty sure he was talking about joining a guild. Is that correct?
That's the payment?
We're
Yes.
already in the
You'll be able
Lord's
to join the
Alliance,
guild,
but-
but if the person
could
who was
ask if
hunted
there's-
survives, we will give you 50 gold on top of that for each of you.
If the person survives,
Hmm.
like the killer, you want us to not kill them?
He
Not
wants
the
to
killer,
go
the person
bounty.
the victim, who the killer's
the
trying to
victim?
kill.
You guys have a victim lined up already? Who's the victim?
Well,
No,
that's
I
my
don't know.
specialty, capturing people and keeping them alive until we.
I just
I've
mean
done that before.
the next victim that is taken. We will hear from it, but if you prevent any more victims,
Well, we are
50
all
gold.
about
Not
saving.
killing the people we capture. We're really good at that.
Yes.
that's
Okay.
frightening and also great credentials.
Splendid. Well, shall we head off to the dog ward then?
I'd say
I'd
headlong.
So,
Yes.
so there's money if we complete the mission and bring this guy back alive.
If we
That's
save
correct.
people.
You don't have to bring him back alive. I'll hear whether there was another victim of this shooter. Just if you prevent any more victims, 50 gold
Oh,
for
splendid.
each of you.
So dead or alive, I'd say.
That's not
So
bad
we're
at all.
doing it.
That leaves us some options.
Oh,
50
the
gold.
the person doing the murders should probably die. They've already killed many elves. They deserve it.
Yes, what a bounder. Well, the clock is ticking. I am going to exit the bar with a cheerio to Davos and another one for Yagra and another one for Silvermane as I bounce out the door.
I'm going to order a huge plate of curly fries.
No,
Or maybe I'll go follow Fizz. I'll follow Fizz.
I'm gonna get some figs to go.
Figs.
I will follow the boys.
Yeah, there's some figs that you can get from the.
Do they have figgy pudding? I haven't
Bar.
had that in ages. It's really wonderful. But no, that's all right. I'm no longer famished.
As you leave, the barmaid gives you a interested look. Just takes note of you leaving.
All of us, or someone?
No,
we could
great
kill?
hide.
I pull up my hood and I say, and I do one of these, milady.
She turns and goes back to work.
Yeah, totally.
yeah, all right.
You gotta play it cool, man. You can't come on too strong, guns ablazing. You gotta play it cool. Leave a little mystery, right?
Mystery.
Brilliant.
So are we headed to the docks?
Yes.
Yes.
To the dogs.
The docks.
It's day,
I
so
should
we'll go
bring
ahead
my
and.
pistol.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I thought you were interested. Sorry. It's day, so there's no issue. You take another 9 copper carriage there, and
Sure, I'll get
coach,
this one.
That's what I was looking for. And you make it to the
Everything
dock.
costs 9 copper in Waterdeep.
Well,
Because
we
I don't
even
want to take the time for you guys to go to your sheet and look for the currency and
Yes.
and change it.
I know.
Speaking of which, did you
cryptocurrency in Waterdeep? You know.
did you all add 30 gold to your currency and the on your
Don't worry,
character
I did. Don't worry about
I
it.
believe,
Yes,
yes,
Oh,
yes,
nice.
I did.
No.
Great.
I also took 1 gold away because I bought everybody's drink and tipped the German.
That cost a
How
gold?
I'm a big tipper when I'm celebrating.
Did we want to take a break here? And
Sure.
you guys want to take a 5-minute break or something
Sure.
Before we begin our investigation?
before we begin the investigations?
Splendid. Well,
Let's take a
see
break.
you all in 5 minutes.
I'll stick around here. I'm all good. And in the meantime, I'd like to advertise the new DVD of the motion picture that I star in. It's a cult horror film called The Kingdom of Var, which you can order online somewhere, or you can watch Kingdom of Var on Amazon Prime if you're a Prime subscriber. Absolutely free. You can watch it. Anyway,
You are a celebrity.
that's right.
I need to get let me get the other. Can I play the GIF I made of you in one of your things?
Oh yes.
Let's see if I can find it.
Ooh.
Where did I do that?
This is me playing another short horror film called The Dweeb, and there's a little GIF in there that's absolutely...
Yeah.
It's a very handsome GIF that really shows off my my attractive features.
Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay.
Definitely go on to Art of the Roll because he's actually talking about
share my screen. This is Mark in a little short called The Dweeb,
where I play the title character of The Dweeb. See, that's acting right there. I have boils and sores on my face, which makes me less attractive than I really am. So,
what do you mean? That's not how you look normally.
It's quite attractive. That's normally my game when I try to chat up the barmaids. You know, I sort of I
look at him with that look,
smack my lips. Yeah.
Let's see if we have anyone who's chatting.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in the chat. Any questions for either of us? This Kingdom of Var.
Definitely check out Kingdom of Var. You won't be disappointed, especially if you like things like Plan 9 from Outer Space.
It actually has a bit of a cult following for being sort of a bad horror movie, but it's so bad that it's good. And that type of thing. They do like live screenings of it, and there's even people cosplaying and stuff.
That's like straight up Crafty One's title. Interest.
Excellent. Crafty.
He loves those movies.
Yes, check it out. I want to try and organize. They had a live drunk screening in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. But I'm in Toronto, so I want to try and set one of those up. But you can also watch on Amazon Prime and just drink yourself. I do recommend drinking while watching it. It makes it better. Thank you, Crafty One.
Yeah, someone was mentioning in the chat, like, why didn't we search the mercenary guy that you had in the basement? It's because last episode they already searched him. He wouldn't have anything.
That's right, yeah. Let's see. A lot of talk about French-Canadian stuff. Oh, and poutine because of the curly fries, and then French-Canadian part of the Sword Coast.
Is that that's a thing? I know, Crafty One loves that stuff. He showed me a picture of it. I'm always confused by it. It looks like garbage.
Poutine is fries with gravy and cheese, and it is absolute heaven. And now talking about poutine, I kind of want one right now. But it's
sounds like a nice way of saying pudding.
So it's not the ruler of Russia?
Poutine. So I'm surprised that Americans don't know about it. It's a big, if you're ever in Canada, especially in French Canada, but you can get it anywhere in Canada. It's something else. It is really gooey, trashy food. Fries, gravy, and curds of melted cheese. It's an art form here in Canada, so yeah, it's totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone comes to visit me in Toronto, I'll take you out for poutine. Or poutine, as you would say.
Does it have mayo in it?
There are certain poutineries, which is an actual thing, where they just have all these. So you can get Mexican poutine, you can get it with all sorts of stuff. The standard one is just cheese, gravy, and fries. But now people are adding all sorts. Like people are throwing on ground beef and making nacho poutine with like like cheese and taco beef and.
What do you call poutine that doesn't belong to you? Nacho poutine.
Nacho poutine. It's not mine. It's nacho poutine. Very good.
Thank you.
So yes, there's poutine is a whole thing in Canada. If you ever, it's one of the things we do very well. And another thing Canada does very well is siding with the British Crown during the American Revolution. Because we wanted to stay loyal to the British Crown. That's the whole reason Canada exists as a country. America had this amazing, fantastic American Revolution standing up for individual rights and liberty and freedom. And like, nah, we're good. We like having a king and paying taxes to England. No thanks. That's basically the Marvel origin story of Canada.
You both won and lost. Crafty one on that. He's always bragging about how what was it? The national anthem, and they talk about bombs bursting in the air and stuff. Mm-hmm. He always brags that was Canada shooting the bombs.
That might be a lot of Canadians actually brag about in the War of 1812 how Canadian soldiers burned down the original White House. That's an actual true thing, and Then there was the White House you have now was built after that. But the original White House was actually torched by British, Canadians, like British loyalists in the War of 1812. I wasn't there. Don't get offended, but that's that's something Canadians will sometimes brag about because
I know even the Revolutionary War, Britain was occupying certain parts of the colonies during that war. It's not like it was just them at our shore, right? They had our whole northern front, I believe.
Yeah. I know that. There's a lot of like forts here that were like British forts and strongholds, and a lot of them still exist. Like Fort York here in Toronto is huge.
Yeah, we should play the one shot I have for 4th of July, where you're in British occupied New York during the Revolutionary War.
Fantastic. So I couldn't be Greyhide in that one. I'd have to be some other.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to be some sort of Canuck or something. I could put on a British accent.
It's my only problem with that one. With that whole one shot, I am terrible at British accents. I cannot do them for some reason. I don't know why.
You can be an American.
Yeah, I can't do British one. I don't know. I tried. The only thing I know is you say schedule and tissue and cachet.
I can't do Eastern European accents for the life of me for some reason. Can't do Nordic or Swedish, but I can do German. I can do French. I can do
Russian.
Oh yeah, I can do a little. I just do Chekhov. Like you start with nuclear vessels, right? Then you just start right there, and then actually I can do Russian.
Tell me what your nuclear vessels are.
Tell me what nuclear vessels.
That was the best. I actually really like that Star Trek 4. This voyage
Star
home,
Trek 4, yeah. That was the most mainstream, financially successful one. Was 4 because it reached a mainstream audience because of the comedy in it, right? It was like
it was funny.
Yeah, it was sort of a send up of Star Trek, so you didn't even have to be a science fiction nerd.
Especially after Khan and the Search for Spock were so like heavy and serious.
Khan is the greatest, and Search for Spock is underrated. It's actually very good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
But I love. I do like some Star Trek. It's hard for me to choose between Star Trek and Star Wars, but right now I like Star Wars more because with the Mandalorian and at least the stuff that they have on Disney.
Because of the sequel series, you monster.
Terrible. The sequel series is just really terrible. It's like, and I tried so hard to love it when it first came out. But then when the third one finished, I was like, no, it's irredeemable, and I think they need to retcon the whole. Oh, except for BB-8, he's cute.
BB-8 was the best part.
BB-8 is very cute.
Did you name Finn after Finn from Star Wars? Because you named the dragon Finn.
Finn. Huh.
If Finn or Fen? Oh, it's Fen.
Elven. Fen is the golden. It's F-V-E-N. It's Elven.
Elven.
Not a stormtrooper?
No.
No.
Just trying to think.
It's almost like I do love
Star Trek did have more science, less opera, for sure.
I love Star Trek when it's nerdy, because when they try to take like the newer Star Wars, like Star Trek Discovery
that's terrible. Holy
they tried to make it too hip and no, it's Star Trek is supposed to be nerdy and brainy, and that's what it is. And like so
and actually
Next Gen is the best.
And actually have interesting themes and plots and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
actually think the Picard series was decent because it was a little bit of a throwback to Next Gen, and
I never saw it.
I liked it.
I heard it was just Picard going around apologizing to everybody.
You guys have any questions for the D&D group?
You're seeing if there's any TikTok questions?
Oh yeah, I was saying if anybody, because they're watching it on TikTok and on Twitch.
Oh wow!
So I think it's kind
awesome.
However, phasers are greater than lightsabers. Map Hughes is saying. Phasers are better. No, lightsabers are better than phasers, in my opinion. Lightsabers are cool.
Which one would win? A phaser versus a lightsaber?
What would happen if you shoot a lightsaber with a phaser? What happens when you shoot a scientific instrument with something that's completely non-scientific? Or the other way
Science
around?
wins. Well, depends who wields the lightsaber. If it's being wielded by a Jedi, that would beat a phaser every time. Because you would just deflect, block, and then just chop the guy's head off. Definitely.
Who's the best D&D player? Greg.
Oof.
I'm not a player.
But you are,
Can
though.
be.
I do play a mean barbarian kobold.
Ooh.
I'm probably the least experienced D&D player here, so I just go headlong into danger. I don't really think too much. So
I actually have a character that's somewhat similar to Fitz on my other campaign. Very different in terms of backstory and personality, but similar in build.
Yes. Those tricky.
I love my kobold though. He was always angry, and he was kind of mean, but he was always like, "I'm gonna kill you and stuff your eyes into your mouth," stuff like that, and he would go crazy.
Oh wow, he's got some real threats there.
He has some rage issues.
I do need to make a warning.
He also
I want to make a
renamed.
warning about this though, that there is nudity in this. So if that's offensive to you, don't watch it. But I know tons of you are going to watch it just because I told you that. Anyway,
And don't worry, it's not Mark who's
Did you
nude.
advertise it?
it's not me who's nude. So.
Well, now I'm less likely to watch it.
Oh, I can DM you that if you're interested, Fitz. Don't worry.
Whoa!
I'll DM you something.
Wait, did you say DM?
Private chat, guys. Private chat.
Are we gonna have a one shot with you DMing that movie, and we're all players in it?
I could see myself DMing one day and letting Greg take over and to play. I could do that.
I do like playing a player as well.
We can
No,
pretend that Greyhide has been possessed by a demon named Greg, who is taking over his body while Greg becomes a dungeon master.
Interesting.
He would be able to see all my notes then and gain the secrets of the world.
I did
Yeah,
actually
you're
DM somewhat
idea.
when I was a teenager, back in the 1930s.
Back in the 1930s.
In late 30s, it was 38. I was a DM for a few
Greg,
adventures. I did play D&D, but I haven't played in like, you know.
Back when I
remember
was
a young
sailing across the
Gary
sea to them
Zyjax.
jacks, I would play D&D with my friends.
This young rapscallion Gary Zyjax, he was much younger than me, and I taught him how to play D&D.
Gotham's Assassin says he'd love to play a session with us.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know that so would Paul.
We'll
So-
definitely look into that. We've been thinking about it, especially as potentially early subscriber rewards.
That's a good idea.
Maybe bring in guest fans.
Yeah, we were chatting maybe like a what do you call it, like guest star kind of spot.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Anywho, should we continue on?
Yes,
Go ahead.
we've got some time to get somewhere on this adventure and maybe roll for initiative against some mofos.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You make it to the dock ward. It's
I leave
around.
2 insight checks in my back pocket.
You make it to the dock ward at about 7. 7. The sun is starting to go down. You see the area is starting to become less busy. When you're there, you see different types of different ships and docks and people taking things on and off of ships. Different types of day laborers working mainly around the docks. Someone will come up to you, Fitz, another human, and they say, Joffrey, what are you doing here? We haven't seen you in a while.
We hear this?
Yeah.
You recognize me.
He seems to be wearing similar like half plate and has a sword on his side. Slightly balding with some scruff on the chin.
Oh my god, it's practically my double.
and he says, "What do you mean I recognize you, Joffrey? Why aren't you haven't seen you at the docks in a while? Shouldn't you report in or something?"
Yes. Well, I have been having the most horrible bout of amnesia, and I swear I can't remember a thing since
I'm rolling an insight check on this, like nobody's business.
You don't have to roll on the fact that he's fake. He's trying to fake someone else. So go ahead and roll deception for that.
Okay.
No, you roll insight if you want to learn. Alpha can roll insight. I meant Fitz can roll deception on his deception.
I've got a big plus to deception.
22.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Fitz is totally. I mean, it's obvious, but he's trying to fake that he's someone else right now, and possibly a little concerned.
And not like he does not have amnesia.
Oh yeah, you can tell that's totally made up.
And do I read anything on this guy? Or do I notice anything specific on him, or?
Roll a perception on him. We'll use your insight too, but yeah, you say that, and he says, "Oh, Joffrey, maybe you should come back and report in. I can take you back to the ship."
Well, that's probably a good
19.
idea. I've had a long day. Do you think perhaps I could report tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm trying to piece it all together. Do you remember the last time you saw me? Because I can't remember.
Yes. I mean, he looks around. Shouldn't really say it in the open. But, the caravan?
Yes, of course. It's coming back to me.
What's your name? I kind of yell that out. Who are you?
Who are
Joffrey.
you?
Joffrey, who's this? Who are you hanging out with?
I met them at a tavern just now, and because I lost my memory, I've been sort of wandering around with them, hoping they would help. I've been having some questions about what happened to the caravan. I'm wondering, do you remember who was in charge of that?
I'm guessing he doesn't know your name if he doesn't have his memory. So what's your name? Might help him jog his memory.
True.
I'm Tom. Roll a deception, Alpha.
Okay, I've rolled an 8.
And also,
Okay.
We'll see if possibly Alpha's deception can help that a bit.
Deception.
He says, you know Zardoz, right?
Zardoz?
Zardoz.
Zardoz.
The leader.
Sorry, Yes, of course. That was him, yes. Is he at the shipping now? Is that what he's doing?
He kind of narrows his eyes a bit and says, "You take it easy, Joffrey. Come by the ship when you can." And he starts to back up and turns around and leaves.
So with my perception roll from earlier, did I notice anything?
Oh, I was going to say, you did notice that he is very similarly dressed to Fitz. He seems to have the same type of look. He definitely looks different, but you look at them and you're like, wow, this is not a person I'd remember. They both kind of have that general, hard to remember, very basic armor, nothing that stands out kind of look. Yeah, but he walks off.
So, hey guys.
All right, so I kind of go up to Fitz and I was like, hey, I just told you some very sensitive information earlier. What are you hiding? What was that about?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what did I tell you? This entire time he's been hiding something. What?
No, just lean in.
If you don't want me watching you and watching your every step for the next time that we're together. Spill it.
Spill it.
Well, funny enough, I don't so much mind you watching my every step. There's the caravan that he was talking about. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this isn't actually what I look like in real life. So, and the reason is that this is an illusion.
Spill it.
My face is an illusion. I'm trying.
This is our friend Fitz
here.
Let's give him a chance.
Can I gut punch him to help him remember speech?
You can definitely roll an unarmed attack if you want.
Oh, Xanacobi. Fitz has always been a loyal friend. For the little time we've known him.
Okay, so what? What happened?
You strike out at well, actually, what's your strength? Yeah, you walk up to Fitz and you do a quick jab right into his gut. Sorry, your character sheet's loading. I have to see how much damage you do. But, it doesn't really do any damage. Kobe's not the strongest person, and your hand kind of hurts, like you hit something clothy but hard.
I suppose I deserve.
Check him. Check him.
No, wait. We're making a scene. Don't make a scene, okay? Look,
You have not seen
my family owns a clothing warehouse, and I was on a caravan right before I met you, and I was coming to the city, and we were attacked. And I thought they were just robbing us, but they weren't just robbing us because they killed everybody and tried to take me alive. And I'm trying to figure out who the bloody hell did it. And one of them was wearing a ring, and I took it off, and he looked like this, like me. And then I took off the ring, and he was a dark elf. And then I put on the ring, and I looked like him. So somewhere around here, there's dark elves trying to kill me, and I'm trying to figure out who the bloody hell hired them and why they're trying to kill me. And I'm a little bit nervous about all this. So forgive me if I'm...
The face that you have on now is not your own face.
No, that's correct. This is not... Watch this. And you notice I push my finger and it seems to go through my skin and hit something just beneath it. This is not my real face. This is an illusion.
I hide my eyes because I was like... I just don't know if, like, who might be watching through me, and so I just like, okay, it's probably better that I don't know for now.
Yes, so it's probably... Thank you, Alpha. It's probably better if we all don't know for now, but in the meantime, at some point, I'm going to have to go over to that ship and try to figure out who hired this me to kill the other me. Yes?
Take your ring off.
Okay. I don't want to see Fitz's identity just to try and keep Roland safe. So I just turn away and I just kind of walk away a little bit till this is...
I'm not taking off my ring in the middle of the dock ward. That is stupid. They will recognize me and realize that the person they were trying to kill 2 days ago, whose best friend died in his arms trying to save him, is not yet dead. So I'm not... What?
When Alpha came out with all of her...
Listen, Fitz is telling us the truth now, and for whatever reason, he didn't know that he could trust us until now. I say we need to trust him.
Can we roll for perception?
He has not done anything. He has not done anything to us this far that has betrayed us. So I say...
He's trying killing me! Are you mad?
That was not me. That was the
That's not you. This isn't you.
You forget the brain puppy.
I want to know who you are.
And if anyone has ever attacked anyone in this group, it is you, Xanacobi. Right now, you've punched Fitz in the stomach. Unprovoked. Well, I will not stand by and let any more attacks happen to Fitz. I make that very clear as a paladin of this city.
All my attacks will be thrown to you. Absolutely, 100%.
Okay,
guys. Well, do as you must.
Listen, I I think he's told us, as we all know a little bit more about us, and I think that's as safe as it is until we find out more about if anybody's watching us, if I'm being controlled. It's not good. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to see Fitz's real face, maybe. Right? I don't know. I don't know enough.
There are dark enemies afoot, and we need to stick together.
This is
and
complicated.
Not fight amongst
this is very
ourselves.
complicated.
Also, we're in the middle of the dock ward. I'm not going to show my actual self in the middle of the bloody dock ward.
Right. No worries then, fine. Forget what I said. When he turns his back on all of us, let us know. Just
the only person I'll have my eye on is you, Zenakobi.
I wingman both of you.
We all have to have our eye on each other, but we need to have a little bit of blind faith.
I wingmanned you with the barmaid. I wingmanned you with the fancy pants minstrel.
Yes, they were fancy.
What could be more trustworthy than trying to get the both of you laid?
All right.
It's not my fault you were rejected.
Ooh, burn!
You didn't let Alpha get laid. What the hell?
Well, Alpha didn't ask me to.
Exactly.
You hear a voice over you say that. No.
Alpha, look, if you want to get laid, we'll make it happen. All right, I'm here for you. I swear, I'm here for you.
Guys, can I please on task when we?
All right.
So are we?
So
you hear a noise behind you, as you hear someone say, "You've had enough," and you see a guy fall backwards on the ground, his rump hitting the ground. You see him kind of sprawl out a bit, and he was thrown out of a tavern. It looks like.
Perception check. Is he an elf?
You don't have to do a perception check. He seems to be some sort of elf, maybe half elf. You're not sure.
Okay, guys, let's talk about this after.
This town
is gonna die tonight if we don't save him.
I think Zenakobi should go talk to him alone for now.
Well, okay, but I think we should keep an eye on him because he's going to die if we don't.
And Zenakobi, try not to punch him in the stomach when you talk to him. You know.
I will only. First of all, I'm.
Yeah, that's right.
He kind of rolls over onto all fours and seems to try to get himself collected and lunges for the docks, and leans over and pukes.
Oh, that's been me many times.
Oh yes, and me.
Why do all of our charges have to be so disgusting and putrid?
By this time, you do see, after all that stuff happened, you do see the sun has pretty much gone down, and the main light you have is the ever-burning lantern lights that are along the city. And around the docks, in the dock ward, around the docks, they're pretty well lit. Unlike inside, more interior of the dock ward, they're not as well lit. But here, they're pretty well lit.
We need to hide so that they don't see us watching him, so that they try to kill him, so that we can save him. Right?
Agreed.
We should first find out who he is.
No. The killer doesn't care who he is.
Just wait. And then afterwards, ask him questions. He'll be like,
You're more interested in the killer, I think.
Yes. And I feel like he'd be very gracious for us saving.
He starts stumbling off to the north.
Zenakobi, go after him.
No, but sneaky.
He'll trust another elf.
No, we shouldn't. We should make him look like he's alone. If they see us
follow him,
they might not kill him.
I agree with Fitz on that. We should leave him, let him look like he's walking on its own, and then once something happens, attack the aggressor, take him, ask us some questions, ask the elf whatever question.
And if this half-elf dies, he dies. It's more about catching the bad guy. He's our bait.
We don't get paid.
We have to keep this guy alive? I thought we just have to kill the other guy.
Yeah, to get paid, yes.
Yes.
No, we have to keep him alive to be paid.
So who's going to follow? Who's going to follow somewhat close, and who's going to follow a little farther back?
I'll follow a little farther back.
I'll be farther back because I make too much noise.
Okay, anyone who's going to be farther back, roll stealth with advantage, and anyone closer would roll with just roll normal stealth.
I'll stay right behind him. I'm just going to roll stealth with normal stuff. because I have +4 to it.
Since Greyhide, since you have armor that makes noise, you just roll once and take whatever it is.
Okay, I rolled my first roll was a 16, and that was the good one.
Okay, that's what you get. Yep.
I rolled a 7, so I don't know how well I'm going to do.
17 is my highest roll.
Okay, you're staying back. What about Zinikobi? Is she staying further back or closer?
A solid 12.
A 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the one with the lowest roll on stealth is going first. Well, that's brilliant. All right. I try very hard to sneak up behind him.
Let's see.
A bit of distance.
Drunk.
That's my sneak mode.
The guy kind of looks at you, Fitz, the drunk. He somehow notices you as you're behind a box somewhere on the docks. And
I
he
whip
just
it
kind
out
of starts.
and urinate. I whip it out and urinate so that he doesn't suspect me.
All right, roll a deception.
Oh.
Do I have to roll deception if I'm actually urinating?
You have to roll deception that you weren't watching him.
He believes you.
Right.
You know, you
Got a
just
9.
went right before
He's
this,
drunk.
and you're having trouble getting anything out. And let me see.
Performance issues.
But nonetheless, he goes. He seems to be whatever, and just turns back around. He seems to have fallen for it.
Yeah.
You go a bit behind. You eventually turn into an alley off of the dock area, going more into the interior of the dock ward. You've been following him for about half an hour now. Do you guys want to change anything, or you just want to continue?
Let's keep on.
Okay.
I say keep pursuing.
Do
I
we,
just
those of us following a little behind, do we notice anything? In our environment?
You're that far away. You'd probably just be your passive perception, and you don't see anything that stands out per se. The ones who are close, I'll let you have an actual perception roll if you want to try to roll perception.
I will roll for perception. I'm just peering around the alleys to see if anybody else is watching him or if it's just us. 17.
Okay. So eventually you come down this alley and you look up, and there on top of a house of some sort, you see someone laying down. Something he has held out in his hands. And he seems to be watching the elf.
I want to perception harder on him to see what he's got in his hands.
Roll a history check.
History? Strange.
It's not common.
We've got a...
But nonetheless, you've been around a bit. You know this is actually a firearm. You know this is a gun.
Oh my god.
Sniper.
Gun.
Pointing a gun at him.
Do you do anything?
Yes.
Eldridge Blast.
You're not sure when he's going to attack.
I pull out my rapier. I fling my goddess energy towards him to drag him off of the roof and towards me with
Nice.
the Hader's grasp and pull him down. But then I drop my sword and try to catch him. So it's
roll an attack with advantage because he didn't see you.
How do I do that? Actions.
Just click your Eldritch Blast attack twice and take the higher.
Twice. Okay, we've got a 17 and we've got an 11. I'll take the 17.
Good call.
Yeah, 17 will hit.
Got you! And I yank him down, and I do 9 damage as I pull him off of the roof with my magical powers.
Oh, actually,
And
sorry.
while he falls, I yell,
Yeah, that would
I
hit.
got him!
Yeah, you hit him, and the energy hits him up in the side where he's laying, and you hear kind of like as some clay gets broken that he was on, and then when you pull him, he gets pulled off of the roof. He's on the ground, and let's roll initiative.
I tried to catch him, but I missed. I'm sorry.
Well, he's probably dead because he fell off a roof. You know,
I think this one would be good for drawing it, probably, because there's some distance here.
Oh, okay, initiative rolls.
Initiative.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Greyhide is ready to attack.
And my axe is thirsty for some sort of frozen yogurt beverage.
You know, when this is over, we should totally go get some.
I'm less thirsty. I'm less thirsty.
No frozen yogurt?
No frozen yogurt for me.
Earl
More
Grey.
like a puff.
Yeah.
Maybe some cocoa.
I'm trying.
So Fitz, you are, you notice this right here, right across the street from him.
Yes.
The rest of you are heading up this way since you were further behind. Were you close or behind, Zinakobi? Were you in the front rank or a little bit behind?
I'm in the
Front.
I think it was me and Greyhide at the back, and Fitz and Zinakobi at the front.
Cool.
What is he
Then,
doing?
And you pull him off right onto the ground here. Did you guys roll or? Yeah, you did.
Yes, we did. And while he falls, I yell, "Guys, I swear I'm not just doing this. He's got a gun. He's got a firearm. Not just pulling people off of roofs. He was armed and dangerous."
How does Greyhide always have such good initiative?
My screen was pretty frozen, so I'm a little not following right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm back now, but I don't know what happened.
So Fitz was following behind this guy, and he spotted like some gun person up on the roof of a building. He used his Eldritch Blast, and you saw how he was able to grab the guy with his Eldritch Blast and pull him off of the roof.
Very useful.
So that's where this is where you guys are now. Alpha and Greyhide are about 60 feet back, maybe 50 feet back, while Fitz, you're like 10 feet away from the guy, and Zinakobi, you're about 15 feet away. It's dark. It's hard to see. The light's not as well here. You can see he's wearing some type of leather, but it's hard to make much more of that out. Other than that, he's wearing some type of leather armor and he had a gun.
Okay.
Map Hudges. I know his real name. I just don't know what that is. But that's
Probably huge.
It's an incantation for a warlock where you can pull people towards you. What is Alpha roll for initiative?
Oh, okay, right. That I must have missed that one. Sorry.
That's what you're trying to miss. Yeah.
One moment. Okay. 9.
9.
9.
9.
Easy, guys.
Alrighty.
Alpha's like, I'm not sure if I want to save that guy or not, really. I don't know.
Alright, so wait.
It's Greyhide's. Greyhide actually goes first. You saw this happen. Eldritch Blast went up there and pulled him off the roof with it.
So there is the guy who fell off the roof, but there's somebody else standing nearby him, right?
The O is the one he was hunting.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I'm going to go run straight towards the guy who's on the ground. Will I be able to reach him and still do an action there?
No, if he's about 50 feet away, you can only move 30 feet. Unless you had something range you could do.
I'm just going to run towards him as much as I can. Let's see. No, I won't do a range. I'm just going to get closer.
You do have that one spell, that one cantrip if you want to use it.
Well, that's a cantrip, so I can do that without doing an... Well, yeah, that'd be my action then, right?
Yeah,
okay, so that's the bell one, right? Or something?
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to do that one, which is the... let's see what it's called. The cantrip. Bell... I want to get the right name. Toll of the Dead. Yep. I'll run up to there and then go... boom, just to sort of rattle him, just so he doesn't get any ideas of getting back up to his feet and shooting again. So
yeah, exactly, just like that.
Do I have to? What do I have to roll? Is there one?
I actually forgot. I think I roll a save.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20. Yeah, you all hear the clear gong sound that appears next to the guy. Dong! And the guy kind of shakes his head, but it didn't really seem to have the effect you were hoping for.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Unlucky. He rolled a natural 20.
Tried to
who
ring
rang
his
the bell?
bell.
What?
Wow.
You ring bells?
That's
And that's one of
Greenhide.
the things that I do. All right.
Does the guy look? Does he look human?
You ring bells?
You're not really close enough to see.
Okay.
Fitz.
You don't want to be
My turn
shooting
again?
an elf right now.
You know what? He's still between us and the quarry, and I'm worried he's gonna loose off a shot. So I do that, and I've dropped my sword, so I'm not actually armed right now.
Yeah.
So I channel the goddess's energy one more time and allow it to flow through me, and it's me or the elf. I'm gonna drag him over towards me, and I'm gonna hold out my fists and hope that he runs into my fist and doesn't stab me when he gets over.
roll an Eldritch Blast.
Brilliant.
We've got a 19. He was right in front of me. I just
Definitely gonna hit.
Oh, we've got a 25 actually.
If you had used your Hexblade's Curse, it would have crit.
Only. But
But-
it only does 2 damage because I drag him into my fist and I give him a nice uppercut.
Yeah.
But it clocks him out a bit.
Yeah, he's over. He's right at your feet now. He's still on the ground, prone.
Oh, right.
You can-
He runs into my knee. I just lift up my knee and I go, Eldritch.
You can use your move if you want to pick up your weapon.
Yes, and then I pick up my weapon because that's a great idea.
Awesome.
Ah,
Then Alpha, what do? You saw that happen. The guy got pulled closer to
Fitz and
Fitz.
Zenekobi, can you guys see if he's if he's human, or are you guys too far also?
Fitz and Zenekobi can see that he is human.
Well, I get my bow out.
Oh, ready?
Yeah. I shoot.
Alrighty. Shoot that beautiful bean footage.
And,
Shoot her!
and that. And,
You're still recovering from that one time he got knocked unconscious, and
yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
it was yesterday.
yeah, it goes off in the distance. I forgot to mention also, not that it matters because you missed already, but if you shoot someone who's prone on the ground, it's actually harder to hit them, and you have disadvantage. But it missed.
Oh, I
anyways,
forgot he
so-
had fallen. Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna move at all? Or are you gonna stay there, or do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking forward
Okay,
with my bow in hand, ready.
full movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Then who's this? Oh, that's him. Yeah, he kind of rubs his head and makes a groan, and he gets up, and and you hear Fitz. You hear Franco and he pulls the gun out. You actually know what that means. It means you die first in Dark Elf.
I know what it means, or Fitz knows what it means.
No, only Fitz.
Oh my.
You just told me I'm going to die.
Well, glad it's not me.
And he
I'm all the
fires
way
his
over
gun
here.
at you. Point blank. He gets a 25
Woo!
to hit.
Nice knowing you, Fitz.
Well,
Maybe Fitz can move out of the way.
It's been real. No, he's toast. Bye.
oh my God. The
Bye-bye.
bullet fires. But
You
something about the way that he speaks in Dark Elf just reawakens the energy of the goddess inside of me. And I hear her voice, and I feel her arms around me, and she says, "You're not gonna die first. He's wrong." And then she sort of shoves me out of the way as I enact my shield spell. And the bullet whisks through where my face would have been. And I look around and I go, "Thank you, goddess."
I guess technically, if it like I do speak Undercommon, so wouldn't I not understand too?
No, not Drow.
No. Okay.
Haha.
That makes sense.
I hate to say this because it was such a good narrative, but shield only gives you 5 to your AC. Would it?
Oh my god. So it throws me out of the way. But the bullet was so well placed that it still hit me.
Yeah.
Sorry, goddess.
Sorry. Yeah, you suddenly see yourself jerked out of the way, but it's just, we'll say it was just enough to make it so it didn't hit you quite as hard as it could have. And it only does 7. It does 7 piercing damage plus this. Oh wow. Plus another 6 poison damage. As you feel this pain from the wound start to spread out in your body.
And the goddess is like, "Oy vey, I came all the way down here for this." And then you still get all poisoned.
I'm very, very angry.
He then pulls his gun down and comes up with a short sword and tries to stab you with it.
Oh my god, this is not my day.
But he only got an 11 to hit, which I don't think gets you.
I flail out of the way.
Especially with your
He's
shield.
still alive, Fitz? He's still there?
I'm still here. I'm not
Okay,
dead.
I thought he was dead. Okay, he's not dead, everyone.
No, he said I was going to be dead, but he somehow managed not to kill me.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
I'm very close to death.
What is Zenokobi gonna do?
I'm not dead, but I'm really, really, very badly hurt.
Remember, you have your dragon guy too, if you want.
Yes. Can I send my dragon to kind of like attack while I feel sick?
Yeah, you can do that. And if you want to directly control your dragon, it would take your action. But if you just want to give it a general command that it'll follow to whatever he thinks will do it, you can do that stuff on his own.
Kill him!
All right. You're
And then I got you, Fitz. If that's even your real name, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll still kill you.
To what you're saying, Alpha, it's basically like the difference between speaking Elven and speaking Common. Most elves know Common, but it doesn't mean that you can't also speak Elven. It's the same thing with Dark Elf language.
I'm not sure I'm following you, sorry.
It's just saying that all those different races can speak Undercommon, but it doesn't mean that they don't also have their own individual languages.
Right, I see.
But it's a good distinction.
Kobe, did you heal me?
I'm trying.
Sorry, I was looking for your guy. Okay.
Oh, that's a spot.
It's actually your spell attack modifier, so... Oh, he definitely hits the drow. He comes out with his little claws, little mechanical arms, and scratches at it.
Oh, he's so cute.
He seemed to do a little bit of damage. The guy has these like claw marks that are raking down his armor in different places. Some seem to be sinking through because he's reacting to it. Then it is. Also, or what are you gonna do yourself? That was just your pet.
Wait, did Fitz? I rolled to heal Fitz.
Okay, you're gonna cast Cure Wounds on Fitz.
Yes.
Oh,
go for it.
Cure the wounds that you caused by punching him in the stomach.
She rolled.
Oh, you did already. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you get 11 hit points back.
11? Oh my god.
Zenokobi, you're magic. Blabbering. I'll punch anyone who's blabbering.
To be fair, Zenokobi doesn't do damage when she punches. She has a -1 to strength.
But still,
I don't even care right now. I don't even care. Oh my god, Zenokobi, thank you. Oh, I'm not quite as dying.
Do you want to move anywhere? Does Zenokobi want to move anywhere?
I'm gonna stay by Fitz just in case.
Okay. And then a little bit of a Greyhide. Back to you.
Okay, so I definitely have enough to get in
Yeah, you're about
range?
10 feet away.
So
Uh-oh,
here's the
they're both
question.
here.
I did a.
Mhm.
I clicked on long rest, and it seems that only one of my spell slots has regenerated. Is that normally how, or should both of them be regenerated?
You should have them both back. I don't know why.
Okay, so I must have clicked
You
one
have
by
to kind of
mistake.
manually do it. That's what I had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a long rest, and when you click it, it should come up with a sidebar that says, "Are you sure you want to?" You have to confirm. So maybe just hit the. You didn't hit the
Okay.
confirm button.
I'm afraid I do that. All right then. I'm gonna use this thing. This axe is really thirsty, and last time I used it, I killed a guy real good with it.
Imbued
So-
with a tricky bastard.
That's true. So I'm going to approach him, and I'm going to sort of like do a full kind of like turning around, Conan the Barbarian style, do a full 360, and just go
Yeah.
straight towards not for the neck because that's too close, but for the upper part of the
torso?
shoulder neck. Yeah,
All right,
upper part
center
of the
mass.
torso. Let me just
Roll that
do
beautiful.
the roll that beautiful hand axe thing. Huzzah! It's a pretty good roll.
16. Yeah, that hits.
That's an 18, yeah. So I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, go Greyhide. Get
It just barely hits. As you come by with your axe, he tries to block with the shield, but he misses just slightly, and you go above the shield and hit him.
How would you feel about a holy smite? I think.
Oh, you're gonna put a divine smite into it. Okay.
divine smite. I think is the thing to do. So let me just.
Yeah, you get 2
Is that
extra
under
D8.
spells? Sorry, under actions.
It's under features somewhere. We can figure it out in a bit, but
Okay, so yeah, I'll do
you get some,
divine smite. So what do I do? Roll for damage, then add 2d8.
Yep.
Okay, so damage. Dun, 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 dun. It's terrible.
Wow, rolled a 1.
And then I'll do where's my d8s? 1, 2, and the divine smite does some stuff too. Another 7.
The flash occurs right at the center mass where you're aiming for, and he seems to be pushed back a little bit by it. And he says in common, "You're second." Actually, it wouldn't be like, it'd be like, "You're second."
Oh, I regret that now.
Wow.
I don't want we have to
what
kill him so he doesn't kill us, basically.
What about Fitz?
So first of all, as the magic of Zenokobi, I lean over and I say, "Oh, thank you, that's amazing." And then I take
Wait, I
my
don't think
rapier and I What? What?
Oh, do I not?
You go right after Fitz.
Oh, okay.
The first time you went and you shot your bow and missed, and then moved up.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
So I thank you Zenokobi for healing me, and then I take my rapier, which is already in my hand, and I thrust it into this evil gunslinger. And as I do, I speak I think back to my father berating me as a child, and I say one of the few drow words that I can still remember, Iblith, which means you are poop. And I stab him.
Roll that attack.
1 second. Rolling that attack.
Someone
25.
looked up the Dark Elf fan language. That definitely hits.
Correct. It hits
My hero.
with an 8, with a 13. Straight into him.
Yeah, wow.
Like a skewer. And then
It
because
sinks
I'm
into him. You can feel it sink into him. It goes like a couple inches into his midsection. And you pull it out, and there's blood that flings off. And he's holding it.
Ah, he must be
And
dead
then-
now.
And then with my offhand,
Uh-oh. Do you guys hear Fitz, or is it just me that doesn't hear him?
I've
I don't
lost
hear
Fitz. No more audio from Fitz.
Don't hear him.
It
No,
looked
I
very
don't-
animated, whatever it is.
I know, he
But-
was like,
Nope, still can't
Still
hear
I
you.
can't
can't hear you.
I don't know if you can hear us.
He's been bamboozled.
No.
They got to him.
Oh man. No. I tried muting you and unmuting you to see if that would help. Try closing the browser and coming back, I guess.
That's what I had
So
to
long,
do.
Fitz. They said he would be first, and now
Thank you
Fitz
for
is
the-
dead.
He didn't say how. He cast banish on him.
You're so dramatic.
So long, Fitz. We're holding auditions for a new. Oh, there he is.
You're holding auditions? How dare you?
We can hear you
How
again.
dare you? You can hear
I
me?
can still hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. So, do I still have an offhand after my rapier stab?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to do that, unless
I'm
you
gonna
have
use
some
my
other bonus action.
action, and I'm so angry that I'm just going to say it again because that's all I got. I say, Iblis, Iblis, and I stab him with my dagger 2. And I've got a 15.
That's going to miss. You stab in at him and it veers off from his armor.
I'm too upset. I missed with the dagger. I'm too angry about it.
Yeah. And then Alpha. What's Alpha gonna do?
So he's on the ground now?
15 misses.
He is.
This
Oh,
dude
he's
or
actually
no?
standing now.
He's standing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's pretty close to me right now, right? Or not that close?
He's about 15 feet away.
Perfect. So I take a shot at him with my bow.
Nice. Shoot with all your.
You got this, Alpha.
18.
That will hit.
Oh, yeah.
You fire the arrow over Fitz's shoulder.
9 damage.
Frink. Right into him.
Suspended.
You got him. Now he's dead, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
hit him right. You had to shoot a little high to get over Fitz, but you hit him right in the shoulder under the clavicle, and he holds onto the arrow and pulls it out and throws it.
He's still going.
He's
Is
like
there
a
weakening
tricky
him? Not
bastard.
really.
He looks somewhat hurt.
Somewhat hurt.
This guy seems to be very good at deflecting things to make sure they're not like, deadly blows.
Okay.
Uh,
No worries.
You gonna move at all, or do anything else for bonus action? I'm not cleared yet.
I'm staying there for now. Because he's still, you said about 15 feet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
far. Okay, I'll stay there for now.
you could also do Hunter's Mark if you wanted to, with your bonus action.
Yeah, but we only get it once per. Yeah, I'm gonna wait because I don't know how long
Okay.
this mission is going to take us.
Yep.
Unless I really need it, I'll keep it for now.
Sounds good. He's going to lift the gun back up at Fitz.
Oh, God, not
He's
again.
looking a little hurt, but he still tries to do it nonchalantly, with
Well,
blood
you're
dripping
first.
from his
Fair
elbow.
is fair, Fitz.
I mean, I appreciate his style, a little
He
comic.
got a 23.
Jesus! Yeah, that hits me.
That's pretty good.
Sorry,
Nice
Zoe.
going, you Fitz.
It does 10 piercing
10.
damage to you.
Whoa,
Auditions for the
wow.
new Fitz will be held next week on Art of the
And-
Roll.
And another 11 poison damage as it hits you right in the shoulder, and you can feel the pain oozing out from your shoulder through the rest of your body as the poison damage takes effect.
I'm sorry, is that 10 plus 11 damage?
Yes.
Okay, well, my hit points are 17, so that just takes
You
me.
see Fitz, he does a spin a bit from having his shoulder hit point blank by a gun, and he plops onto the ground.
Fitz! No!
He turns to Greyhide and says, "I told you were second."
Damn you. Damn you, I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done to
Zinakobi,
Fitz.
what is Zinakobi going to do? Attack with your
Fireball.
dragon will just keep attacking because that was his general order.
Fireball. Yes, you can keep attacking. I would like to do a fireball.
He comes in and tries to scratch at it, but the guy pushes the mechanical thing out of his way. He's not able to get a good scratch on him. You're gonna fireball.
That's all right.
You
Yes,
get
I'm gonna fireball.
because of that thing you did with your sword. You can shoot it from your sword now, and if you do, you get +1 to hit with your firebolt.
Oh, I would love to. All right, where's my sword? Okay. Fireball! Ow! I I didn't stretch.
Oh. Minus 5?
Oh, yeah. It goes and he dodges it right as it goes over his shoulder, missing. You're still getting the kink worked out with the thing you made.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody's dead or anything. At least nobody died.
So Fitz is on the ground right here.
He's unconscious?
Fitz is unconscious on the ground. Then it is Greyhide. Back up to Greyhide. He's pointing the gun towards you now as he's fiddling with it, jamming another bullet into it.
I'm visibly shaken, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid because I've seen what they did to our friend Fitz. But more than anything, I am angry, I am enraged, and I want vengeance! Take my axe, and I go straight for him. Axe coming straight down at his head.
Do it.
And I'm going to roll. Well, shit.
Let me roll. Oh, wow. I rolled on
natural 1. That's good, isn't it?
You're really angry. You
number
rise
1.
up. You the axe. You lift it up probably too hard, and you feel you lose the grip of it as the axe falls 10 feet behind you.
Ooh.
Guys!
You hear a little clank, clank, clank.
Do I have any movement I can take? Any movements?
You can. Since you're right next to him, though, he will get attack of opportunity on you if you try to move away.
There's no action. I can't do a cantrip, can I?
Your attack that you just took was actually your action. Right now you have a bonus action and movement. You have a couple of bonus actions. Like I think you might have. Did you take Shield of Faith, or I don't remember what you took exactly?
No, I don't have. Well, it doesn't. I don't see anything here other than 2-weapon fighting, so I think I'm
getting stressful.
Shield of what?
Yeah, no, you don't.
I didn't take that. So I'm like, because I rolled a 1, I'm like, guys.
Then
that's my move.
Yeah, Fitz, roll a death save.
Oh!
Just a d20.
Just a regular d20.
Yep, 11 or higher, you succeed once. 1 to 10, you fail once.
Oof! That's on the edge. Right
So
at the edge.
You're one step towards stabilizing yourself.
Goodbye.
Okay, good.
Alpha.
Oh my god.
Don't go towards the light.
Okay,
Stay
I
away
think
from
it's
the
time. We're in a bit of a trouble, so I guess I will cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on this guy.
You take focus on him, taking in all the vulnerable points of him.
Yep. There we go. Do I get to roll for it now, or do I only get to cast it right now?
No, it just casts. You can do your attack now if you want, and it'll do extra damage on top of it if you hit. No, I mean you have to roll to hit first. It only does damage if you actually hit with an attack.
Okay, wait. Where do I roll?
Should be under your actions or whatever, on where your weapons are.
Oh,
just attack with your bow.
Come on, Alpha.
Here we go. Sorry.
You got this, Alpha.
21.
That definitely hits him. So do your bow damage, and then we'll add the 5 to it.
Yes.
Wow, that's almost max damage. The only thing you could have done better is roll a 6 on your.
Yes.
But that's
Our
a
hero,
17.
Alpha.
Yeah.
This guy, that arrow actually got him in the gut a bit. Usually he kind of deflects things so they don't hit him in vital places. That one, you really sunk in. It seemed to hurt him. And he's, damn you. He spits out some blood that may be coming from the possibly puncturing a lung. If that's how that
he's
works,
not
I don't know.
Dead?
So he's
But
like
yeah, he's still up.
almost nothing.
Nicely done, Alpha.
He looks pretty hurt. You're not sure. Roll an insight if you want.
Yeah.
He doesn't look too hurt, but his body language says pretty hurt.
I could set him on fire.
23.
Yeah, this guy possibly only has 1 or 2 hits left in him.
Yeah.
Mostly dead.
And my Hunter's Mark is good for about 10 minutes right now, right?
Hunter's Mark? Yeah, it lasts for a while.
At this point in my young career. Okay. All right, so I don't move then.
Alrighty. Then he's... he points the gun up at Greyhide and says, I didn't say to drop it. I said to die. And he rolls a 21 to hit with his gun.
But at a disadvantage.
So we're taking auditions next week for Greyhide. I'm just kidding.
Let's see. I'm guessing that hits Greyhide.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need.
Requirement is you need a mustache.
He does.
Never find anyone who's handsome.
He does 8 piercing damage. And oh my god. I rolled 2 1s and 2 poison damage.
A total of 10, right?
For a total of 10. You get shot in the side near where some vulnerable spot under your shoulder. And you kind of feel a little sting.
How does
Maybe
this
there's a little
guy-
poison in there.
How does this guy have so much game?
Maybe his poison is running out.
He then
Somebody shoot him in the dick.
He then looks over his situation and books it north. Just starts running.
Let him go. He's too strong.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Scared.
got him. Can I roll for the fire blast since it's 120 feet?
Yeah, you'll still be able to attack him. Let me show you how far he gets on his turn. He gets to about right here.
He's a fast one.
Right.
But Greyhide, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want. Since he left your attack square, but you don't have your weapon, so you can just try to punch him if you want.
Or I can do
Clothesline him.
I can do the Toll of the Dead. Can I not?
You have to have the feat Warcaster to be able to use spells on attack of opportunities. So
Okay,
no.
so yes, I'll do an unarmed strike. Can I kick him?
Yeah, you can try to kick him.
Okay. Ah! I don't know if I'm much of a kicker. I just feel like kicking him as he tries to
Maybe
get
he'll
away.
trip at least.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll kick hard towards his legs, possibly with a chance of tripping him
You can't. That would be more of an action you take on your turn to try to trip
Okay.
or push someone or shove them.
up. I'll just do an unarmed melee attack.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Take that, you pile of garbage, you.
Yeah, you swing out, but he's too quick. He turned around quickly, and your swing goes wide as you miss.
Damn. What a canny one.
He's crafty.
That was him, Zenakobe. Your dragon's going to keep attacking, following him. It has, I think it has the movement. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it has 30 flying speed, so it keeps up and keeps attacking.
Yes.
It actually
I
hits.
technically don't have this. I'll go put this somewhere
Get
else.
him, dragon.
There we go.
It seems to do some damage as the guy kind of like and he's like trying to bat it off his back.
Yes.
One
How
moment.
much damage?
What
There
is
you go.
what is Zenakobe gonna do?
Please. I'm trying to do a firebolt with all the muster I have.
Bagpipes.
Yes!
That will hit.
Woohoo!
You shoot him right in the back. Roll that roll the damage on that. Don't roll a 1.
The damn what? That was so sad.
Do not roll a 1. Do not roll a 1.
Oh, 9. Let me see.
Ooh.
That's all right.
I can't do math for some
I hit
reason.
my life in time.
27.
As an elf, you never get the right opportunities.
The guy stumbles forward, and you see him kind of yelling, trying to put out this fire on his back.
See him.
Ooh, that was a feedback. And he falls forward straight on his face, not moving.
Yes. From the grave you
You
hear.
got him.
Okay.
Zenakobe,
Fits.
you're
Roll-
magnificent.
Roll another death save.
Oh,
you darling.
boy.
It was all of us
Great.
together, though.
Well,
Save yourself.
I mean,
Including Chris.
well, it's time to see how dead I am. I've got an. Oh, yep, I'm dying. I'm
It's
dying
one
more.
failure.
Got an eight.
Uh,
Ooh.
Greyhide, what are you going to do? We're still in turn order since he's still doing death saves.
I'm going to lay on hands immediately to my friend Fitz, and I'm going to.
How much you going to put into it?
So I can do 10. Can I give 8 to my friend Fitz? And let me see what I've got. And I'll do 8 to Fitz and 2 to myself. Can I do that?
Can do that.
All right.
Oh.
We're not really in combat, so you can just take 2 turns and do that. Yeah.
Good. How do I see if that saves me or not?
It just if you get healing, you automatically come back up.
Fitz boy.
Yeah, you wake up and you're on the ground, still feeling the ache.
Can I embrace Fitz? You're alive, Fitz. Whether he resists or not, I'm going to embrace him.
Yeah. As you can probably guess, it's real weird. It feels totally different than what you're seeing, but you probably can guess that by now.
Thank you.
Kind of strange.
I want to go and loot the guy that's on the floor, on the ground.
Thank you for saving me.
Be careful. He might be on fire, but he could still be alive.
Guys, I think he's not human, and I think he's wearing a ring, and if we take it off, he's going to be a dark elf because he said something to me in dark elfish. Serious.
You roll him over.
So his ring off. You're going to take your ring off too, right? No pressure. I'm not going to pressure you. I appreciate you helping us fight him.
Maybe let's one at a time.
You roll him over, and he has he looks like another typical human that you would see. But this time, instead of plate type armor, it's more of leathers. Nothing special. He does seem to have a ring on.
Well, who wants to take it off?
All right, who's grabbing the ring?
I'll grab the ring.
Okay. Alpha, I guess, grabs it first. And then when you pull it off, you see it does start from his hand. His hands suddenly become more delicate and slender. They'll still see some use. His arm and shoulder, when they disappear and reappear as his real self, you can see he has these leathers on with little bumpy ridges on them, with shoulder pads. He has an empty scabbard that goes kind of across his middle. You see a little gunpowder horn on his belt as well. His hair is white, as he has like a shirt that goes up on the sides with a giant collar. And he is a dark elf. You see his gun on the side.
I knew it.
What are dark elves killing?
Can any of us use? Sorry.
Do we?
Should we take the gun? Can anyone use it?
Let's take the gun.
The gun thing. You can use the gun. You won't get your proficiency bonus unless you have something that gives you gun skills specifically. Anyone can use it though. You'd just add your dex bonus to the attack.
All I need is this. I retrieved my axe, by the way, at some point during.
Let's take the gun as evidence, and we should take the gun and the ring, and take this guy back to the elf guy, and we should put the ring back on because I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a reveal thing. Like, what if somebody sees us carrying him and reports it back to whoever he's working for? What?
I think that's smart. I'd say put the ring back on and let's go. Let's head there right now and get this.
Can I loot him first?
Yeah, you get his. He had a dagger, a short sword, the firearm. He had bullets and packets of smoke powder on him. Though it looks like he's down a bit. He may be enough for 2 more shots.
Can I take the short sword? I'm wondering if that's of any. Would that be of any use to me? Because I can do 2-handed.
It's yeah, you can use the short sword if you want. It's very stylized. It's actually not like you've seen before. Other people use.
I want to put the powdered smoke stuff in my backpack.
Okay.
And I want to hang on to the dagger.
Really good.
He also his leather armor also looks pretty intricate. All his clothes looks intricate, actually.
Yes.
Some
He's
of
a fancy boy.
The sash is not like anyone's ever seen, except Fitz. You know it's spider silk.
Yes. I think it's true. I think everything my father suspected was true. I think that's what's happening right now.
Was the armor? Can we tell if the armor is heavy?
It's leather armor. It's not heavy.
But it seemed pretty good when we were trying to hit him. So maybe we should.
Was it enchanted?
Into that.
You can roll an arcane check on it if you want to try to see if it's enchanted.
Yes. One moment, please.
I think he's just so hard to hit because dark elves are like that.
19.
19. Nah, it doesn't look enchanted. It's just very well made.
Does he have money on him?
Oh, yeah, you find a pouch, and he has, looks like 20 gold on him in different denominations, but it totals up to about 20 gold.
Okay, just split it, I guess.
I guess.
Oh, wow, Alpha. You're really turning over and you... Yeah, the generosity over here.
Look, just take the... Okay, before I change my mind.
Thank you, Alpha. Thank you.
Okay, so then, yeah, we definitely, I feel like we should hold on to that. Basically, every single thing he has on him looks very useful.
All right.
Including the armor. We can, so...
You're going to leave him naked on the street?
No, we're going to
we're bringing him with us.
Yeah.
We're bringing him with his thing.
Ring on. They won't be able to tell when his ring is on. You take the ring off. Okay, yes, we looted him, but it's not
yeah, but the clothes stay the same if the ring is even if the ring is on. Right?
No, the clothes totally change when you put the ring on.
Let's take him as is. Let's take him as is because this is all evidence. We need answers. We need answers about this.
Zinnik, Kobe, you know you have an item now that you made that if you wanted you could stuff his entire self in.
All right, I would. Hold on, guys. Let me pull this out. I made a bag of holding.
Oh.
Can you do me a favor and grab him? Help me shove him in this.
It takes a bit of work, but one of you and Zinikobi can kind of like fold him up a bit and slowly get him into the
All right, I help her. Because I think we should
It's quite disturbing. Absolutely
I think we should at least keep everything he has as an elf, and then the ring can go back on if we want to hand him over as a human. But
we're not just handing him over. We need answers. We need that fancy little blondie to talk.
First of all, why are dark elves going around killing elves and half elves?
And also my caravan with rings to look like humans. This is exactly the same thing. No, this is what they did. They used dark elves to look like humans. They attacked my caravan. It's like they're trying to start a war or something.
Between the elves and the humans?
Sound like real jerks to me.
Maybe.
Or start a war and stuff.
Well, and they also tried to kill me specifically, like literally take the blood traitor alive. Like they're trying to kill me. This is one of the cases trying to kill me.
It's personal now, you know?
Yes.
You almost killed Fitzy.
We're going to go to that blonde minstrel pimp and we're going to sit him down. We can get some answers out of him.
With that, I think we can end it for this session.
We got him. This guy was tough.
Yeah.
I got a whole person in my bag.
That's right. That's really impressive.
That's disturbing. Like trying to shift him in there, and then finally, when you get to his legs, he just kind of falls all the way in.
Like what else can
that.
So for our viewers, we are no longer holding auditions for Fitz. That position has been filled by Fitz.
By Fitz. I'd like to thank everybody who saved me this evening. Thank you. I'm very happy to not be dead. Yes, you, both of you. I mean, all three of you, really. Really. Yes, all three of you.
As we all pulled together as a team this time. We had a little bit of a scuffle, but we all came together and we defeated this guy.
Yes, Zenikobi punched me in the stomach, but then also saved my life, so I think it evens out.
That guy was doing 3d10 plus 4, I think, every turn. Every time he hit with his gun.
Yeah, he was no
Yes,
fun.
that's
Against
not
Greyhide,
fair.
he somehow rolled a 3 and 2 1s on his 3d10.
Yeah. lucky rolls for Greyhide. Except for that terrible one that I rolled.
Oh, yeah.
Critical.
Well, so you guys know, whenever you do a critical failure, I roll a d20 myself. And if I roll 1 to 5, then something extra bad happens. And so when you did that critical failure, I rolled a 3, and I was like,
Yeah.
So I lost my weapon, and I was completely disarmed.
Yeah. That's what happened to Fitz at one time, too.
I remember that. Make sure you grab your axe on the way out.
I got it. I made a point of it.
Yeah. Important.
And I got these two. I got the little tricky feathers. So.
The MILFs are part of the after show. Just stay tuned.
What? Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Did he say? I thought I heard something. Never mind.
Yeah. No, you did. You did.
I heard him say the MILF is part of the after show. Is that right?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I didn't say that.
It was really fast, but that's exactly what I heard.
I said plural, not singular.
Oh.
That's a response to the chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Alrighty.
Yes, thank you. Any final questions for us from our lovely audience or fans? Dare I say fans?
Any questions?
Anyone have any questions?
We never played our intro, so I'm going to play it as our outro.
A fantastic session and an amazing adventure from Henry. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah. I like the name Henry, by the way.
Our intro is our outro.
Our intros are outro.
I got a comment earlier that somebody missed last week, and now they have to catch up, and I got really excited about that. So.
Yeah.
What does SMD stand for?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, so I think I know. I think I know.
Oh!
It's like Shake My Head, but different.
It's really British. His accent is great. It's Joffrey.
It's
really
very debonair.
My accent is way better.
He is very British.
Florida man accent.
Yeah, Florida man accent. Schedule tissue issue. Damn it.
Schedule tissue.
Schedule. Yeah. Good boy or something. Oh,
we lost Zenakobe.
Zenakobe?
Well, I guess that's it for another episode.
Alrighty.
Bye, Zena.
See you next week.
Bye.
All right, everybody.
Good times, guys.